And
Yeah.
it starts with him going into his closet and grabbing his Mr. Plow jacket. It's like, Mr. Plow, that's my name, that name again, it's Mr. Plow.
I
And
once I
when he goes over to the bed, it's Bart.
once I get my new computer, I'll be going back to making Simpson edits. I like the last one I done. What was it?
Now it's Mr. Now it's cutting to Mr. Burns. What the fuck?
That would have been fun if they threw the back rooms into the Stanley Parable.
Oh, Homer got framed for murdering Mr. Burns.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Fuck you, narrator.
So they had that part with Bart for no reason.
Truly a room worth admiring. It would really be worth the detour, but eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
No, I'm not trusting that.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Everyone's sleeping peacefully.
It looks
Why is
way...
he there?
Yeah.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've
The
gotten
Michael
off on the
Jackson
wrong
impersonators.
foot here. I'm not
Wait,
sure.
what the fuck?
Really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be
He
difficult.
went into Bart's
but the
room.
fact is,
Ah!
has to prove that he's in control of the story. And
I already
knows
fucked
what
up.
to do. Stanley leapt from the platform.
What happened?
And plunged to his
I
death.
died.
Good job, Stanley. Everyone thinks you are very powerful.
You know, the platform that rises over?
Yeah.
It's, I killed Stanley straight away.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed
Fuck the meeting room. Meetings are boring. Blah, 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 blah.
Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. Wow. Yes, this room. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Weston was weird again. I saw his light with Ryan streaming.
Stanley
He was
was
with
so
Ryan
bad at
again.
following directions. It's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Okay.
Yeah. He's gotten a little bit...
Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm
What
not
do you
sure.
mean,
Really, I'm not. I
Yeah,
realize that
angry for no
investing in
reason.
someone else can be
Hello there.
difficult, but the fact is that the story has
Maloko
been about
lie.
nothing but you
Mimosa
all this
lie.
time.
Oh my
There's
god!
someone you've been neglecting, Stanley.
What's he angry? What's he
Someone
angry
you've
for?
forgotten.
I have no...
And
I
in
have
the middle
no...
of something, do you have zero
I have no
consideration
idea.
for others? Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you? Why, I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful.
Screw you, narrator. I hate you!
Let me prove that I'm on your side. Give me a chance. Now listen carefully, this is important.
Screw you, Crater!
Through the red door.
Go for the blue door.
Imagine if the white door opened.
It does
Perhaps
open
you
in
misunderstood.
number 2.
Stanley walked through the red door. I still don't think we're communicating properly.
Oh,
Stanley
great.
walked through the red
Turn
door.
around.
All right, fine. Go ahead, Stanley. You want to know so badly what's out there? You want to find out what lies at the end of this road?
At the end of the rainbow.
Let me stop you.
At the end of the rainbow.
There's nothing here. I haven't even finished building this section of the map because you were never supposed to be.
Oh yeah, I know what the access section of the map is. It's one of the Gary mod maps.
Was it worth ruining the entire story I had written out specifically?
If I'm guessing, it would be
I put a lot of time into that because
one
I
of
did.
them.
And in the end, it was all for nothing, because this is what
For
you didn't
nothing.
see.
For
Come on,
nothing.
Stanley, help
For
me
nothing.
elucidate these
Nothing.
strange and unknowable desires of yours. What would have made this game
Was
I
better?
nothing.
What did you
I
want to
should
see?
try and make
Yes,
try and
skill
make dark
tree. Work
SpongeBob
with me. You've given
edits
me absolutely
at
nothing
some
so
point.
far.
Try
Tell
other
you what,
edits.
let me take a
Maybe.
stab in the dark and
Oh, you
see
wanna know
what
how
give
many
me some
SpongeBob
feedback.
DVDs I
There we
have?
go. A third option.
A lot.
This already feels leaps ahead of where we were before. Go ahead,
What? Which
Stanley.
way did
Take it
you
on
go?
spin.
Which way did you go? When that third door
Uh, it
back
doesn't
the?
matter which way you go.
Did you went back the other way?
Like, it literally doesn't matter.
Okay, I'm going to stop you there. Now, tell me about your experience with this new version. Would you say that the game benefited from allowing you more choices? Feel free to be honest. I'm looking for some real critical feedback here.
Come on. Come on, enter. What?
Aha! You see, I knew I was onto something.
X.
Where do these flashes
Oh,
of
X.
inspiration come
I
from?
did X.
How did
X wasn't
I know
working
the
at
game
first.
needed a third door? Well, it's instinct mostly, a calling
It
in
was
your
more of
gut.
the
I
glow.
really couldn't say where the idea came from, except that
Remove the
I
X.
felt it in my soul. You can't teach that, Stanley. Don't even try. Here, based on the data from your
I
previous
have
playthrough, I took a whole
27
new version.
SpongeBob
And to be
DVDs.
perfectly candid, I think I've knocked it out of
Jesus.
the park recently.
Yeah.
Let's take a look.
Jeez.
Some of them I've been finding
Jeez,
them at
jeez,
the
jeez, jeez.
salvos, at the op shops and that. Well, wait up.
Jeez.
What the?
Alright then.
Now, would you say that competitive leaderboard helped you feel motivated to keep walking through doors? Again, honest answers, please.
I,
Hey, I nearly forgot. I've got a prototype of a new game I've been working on, and now would be a lovely opportunity to give it some play testing. You wouldn't mind taking a look at it, would you? Perfect. Let me boot it
oh,
up.
the baby. The baby.
Yeah, don't
Excellent.
let the
Baby,
baby
let's
die.
move on. There's danger.
Let the
You
baby
click the
die, or
button
else
to
you're gonna
move
be.
him back to the right, and if he reaches the far
Doesn't
right,
kill you,
Let the baby
yes,
die,
basically.
or
it's
else
a
you're gonna
very
be there for like
meaningful
4
game.
hours.
All about the desperation and tedium of endlessly confronting the demands of
No, this is just
survival.
my muck
I
around
think
one
the
first.
underworld will really take notice. But of course, the message of the game only
You don't
becomes
die
clear
if you let the
once you've been
baby
playing
die.
it for about 4 hours. So why don't you give it 4 hours of play to make sure it's effective? Be sure to keep notes on your experience.
Isn't there achievement for it?
No.
Oh, that would.
You
There
heartless
used to be on the
bastard.
PC version.
Did you do it because you hate babies or purely to spite me? Because if it's the latter, well, I don't know what to do. I'm completely out of ideas. I can't think of a single thing that might improve the experience for me. I'm not even going to try. I'm out. I'm out. I'm done. It's over.
I'm out. I'm gone
Thank you for
fishing.
playing.
I'm
Your
out.
input was
Thank
extremely
you for
valuable.
playing my
By the
game.
way, since my game was so awful, why don't we play someone else's game?
Well, it
This
is
one isn't
awful.
pain. Let's see.
Who the puts a baby with fire? Literally.
Yes,
Kevin's
seems
parents.
like it'll work. Let's give it a shot.
Oh, where's Kevin? Oh, we left the home again. The picture they left. What happened if they were left them at what? Left them
Fascinating.
at one
What do
years
you think this
old.
game is about, Stanley? What's our backstory? What is our
His,
motivation? Well, it seems obvious to me that you are meant to play as a creepy man spying on innocent civilians below you above high in your
oh,
grid tower. Perhaps for some sort of twisted erotic
I see in the
romance.
box.
Yes, that must be it. What a fascinating
There's
venture to be
Roblox
experiencing
characters on
total mental
that
depravity.
box,
So
on
far, I
that
love
space
everything
puffs.
about this game, Stanley. And it
They
seems
look
there's
like
even
Roblox
more.
characters.
Come,
Yeah,
let's venture outward and see what else is out there.
the mind is a sinner. Twackalesque, which I know what that is.
It's in Wyoming.
Oh, I know what that postcard similar to looks like. The Gravity Falls opening. That is.
Oh yeah. It's got a step on. It's got a "Don't Step on Me" carpet.
Wow. Wow. I wonder if someone... I hate how he puts up the wall. I wonder if someone has tried to get out.
No. It
I
can't
tried.
be. It is. It's an open world game. Good God, quickly block it off.
What's that gonna do? With some guy... There's tools up in that tower.
That thing. That big open... Just wandering around. No right or wrong directions. No path to follow. You can just go in any... Oh, thank heavens.
He teleports you anyway. It doesn't even matter.
Out of the woods now, Stanley. Okay, I'm going to get us out of here. Let's find another.
I think he'll like the next one.
Preferably
Actually.
something with walls. Something.
I know there's some people got a different game.
Okay, I think this will be just the thing.
Aw. Rocket League.
Wonderful. See, this is exactly what I had in mind. Just a nice big box for you to run around in. There isn't any possibility that you could get lost here. Now this is game design. Stanley, if you manage to get lost in this game, I will be phenomenally impressed.
He'll find a way. Okay.
There are lots of cars here in the back, but obviously there's no racetrack. Okay, I'm seeing that there's a ball of some kind back here. Is this game sports ball? Stanley, I think it's sports ball. Oh, what fun.
Sports ball.
Run the bases and do a
Won the ball and move the ground down the hall.
Surely we must. Okay, Stanley, here's the ball. Have fun.
Boop, boop.
Hold on. What are you doing? Stanley, don't do that. I can't follow you there.
Oh!
How will you write a story without me? You can't do it. You know that. Stanley, come back.
Ah, found a hidden section. Fuck off, Eddie. Fuck off.
Go! Outsiders have kidnapped some of our property. We must respond with our deadliest weapon. Fire the torpedoes!
Core meltdown equal 10 minutes.
You're a fat idiot.
Shut up! And another thing, how come I can't get no tang around here? And also, hold on a second.
Bad grammar overload.
Hello, Coast Guard. Get ready to search for my body in about a month. What are you gonna do to me?
中國後運嘅用孤零零共你，更嘅用孤零零共呀。
Why are you looking at me like that?
You're a fat idiot.
Shut up! And another thing, how come I can't get no...
What in the sailor? Ba 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 ba. Oh, I found a secret section? What? You said a bird to the biscuit. Ow.
You're in the back rooms, Rule.
No, I found a new section. I actually found a way to escape the rocket lead. Just fall down one of the side of the goals. And now I'm just in some random dead place. The lights are all off. Everything's broken. Oh no, I don't like this. No, I don't like this. I don't like... Oh, they have made the back rooms. Oh, God. Oh, God, I do not like this. I'm going to turn my brightness up. Yeah, if we look at my stream, I'm in some weird section that I don't think you even have been to yet. Or you haven't even tried going down the tunnels, down the goals yet, right?
No, I have.
Have you? It's creepy now.
You have to look for room number 427. Walk in and then walk out.
$427. What's that name so familiar?
That's
Way.
Stanley's room number.
But you're not also with that same number? I'll give you a hint. It's something to do with The Shining.
Oh, I don't know about
It's the number from... Yeah. That's the door you go. That's the door you go. That's the door with the lady in it.
what he wanted was to be the leading man in his own story, well, perhaps he's gotten it. Down in wherever he is right now.
And the back
He's
rooms.
happy with his choice. And he's learned the heavy cost that comes with it.
That's where Stanley's at the moment
He's
is.
trying to tell you. He needs me.
Never be Finn, Stanley.
Sense out of the chaos and
Get
the
it?
confusion. That's
Oh, damn it.
That is what I mean to this world. Yes, go back. There's no other way. Once this ends, after it all comes to a close, then I'll be back.
I'll be back. I'll be back. I'll be back. I think he did a Terminator reference then. I'll be back. The way he said it. It was like, I'm like, wait, that's a Terminator reference.
I'm having Domino's at the moment.
Domino's. I'm having
All the
spaghetti.
steelworkers were gone. What could it
So
mean?
basically,
Stanley decided to go to the meeting.
basically
Perhaps he
now,
simply missed a memo.
I gotta look after my sister when mom and dad go away. So I gotta cook.
Oh,
Yeah. I was like,
could just do DoorDash.
nah. Well, she can't drive.
When
Or-
Stanley
I mean, like,
came to
you
a set
order
of
it.
2 open
Oh,
doors,
yeah.
he entered the door on his
With
left.
DoorDash
This
or
was
Uber
not the
Eats or
correct
some
way
shit.
to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well.
4, 6.
Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to
40 Evergreen, 42 Evergreen Terrace.
a work of art.
Ah.
The first open door on his left.
I'm gonna do the
Stanley
phone
was so
this
bad at
time.
following directions. It's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Cause I know later,
I think perhaps
I know later on there's collectibles. I know later on.
I realize
As
that
a
investing your
joke.
trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone
It's
you've
right.
forgotten about.
It's Ryan.
Please, stop trying to make every decision. I'm not asking for me. I'm asking, this is it, Stanley. Your chance to redeem yourself. To
What
put
happened?
your work aside.
I'm
to
watching
let
a Family
her back
Guy
into your life.
compilation.
She's been waiting.
I know. Don't answer the phone.
That's her, Stanley. Oh, no, you can't. Did you just unplug the phone? No, that wasn't supposed to be a choice. How did you do that? You actually chose...
Oh, did you see that Homer angry dad one where he says the pirate ship blows up? His car blows up. Night boat.
Finds his wife, and the two pledge themselves to one another. Music comes
Oh,
on.
night boat, go!
Outsiders have kidnapped some of our property. We must respond with our deadliest weapon.
Fire the torpedo!
Core meltdown
None of
in
these
10
decisions were
seconds.
supposed to mean anything. I don't understand. How on earth are you
You're a
making
fat
choices?
idiot.
Shut up! And another thing! Can't get no tang around here. And also, hold on a second.
Bad grammar overload. Error.
I can't believe I was so mistaken.
I feel like that's literally not done by The Simpsons, that one. That's actually drawn.
If you've made any more wrong choices, you might have negated it entirely. It's as though you completely ignored even the most basic safety protocol.
Mommy, Donnie, Annie.
Or did you not grasp the severity of the situation? Well, I won't have that kind of risk on my watch. I'm going to stop the game so we can educate you.
I did a lot of mashups last night.
Real world. Please observe this helpful instruction.
I do one where I mash up.
It's the best part of being a real person. But if used incorrectly, can also be the most dangerous. For example, in this scenario, a hypothetical real person named Rupert
A hyper-real
he could
flippable
invent a
robot.
machine that eliminates food shortages across the world to make life better for all people. Or he could spend years of hard work forgetting how
Moving the glow
which
at
choice
his
was you.
feet.
Remember,
I don't
that
know.
unlike here, the
I'm
real
not
world
Mo.
makes sense. And at no time should you make a choice that does not conform to rational logic. If you find yourself speaking with a person who does not make sense, in all likelihood, that person is not
Right?
real.
Doesn't make sense.
Allow the person to finish their thought, then provide an excuse why you cannot continue talking. Turn to a partner and practice saying, "My goodness, is it 4:30? I'm supposed to be having a back sack and crap."
I'm backstacking.
Making choices on a regular basis is the best part to a healthy decision-making process.
A backstacker
Most medical
hacking
professionals
crap.
recommend making at least 8 choices per day. Do you make more than 8? Less? And finally, if you begin to wonder if your choices are actually meaningful and whether you'll ever make a significant contribution to the world, just remember.
Well, I know someone who's not making a choice. Well, you know, when the choice thingy was, I'm like, first thing came to my mind, Ryan.
The instructor will guide you in an exercise to test and reinforce the material covered in this video.
Ah, welcome back. You may have noticed that this room has begun to deteriorate as a result of narrative contradiction. But not to worry. Now that you're properly informed on good decision-making, we're going to revisit a choice you made just a few minutes ago and see what the correct thing to do would have been. This way, please.
Wonder what happens. Yeah.
Now that we know your choices are meaningful, we can't have you jumping off the platform and dying. Imagine the main character dying senselessly halfway through the story.
That already happened to me.
No sense at all. We just need to get you home as soon as possible before the narrative contradiction gets any worse. Unfortunately, it seems this place is not well equipped to deal with reality.
Scrubbing the floor with a hoe.
Almost there. You'll take the door on the left, back to the correct ending, the story will have resolution once again, and you'll be home free in the real world. Now remember, all you need to do is behave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. No! Why did you do that? Quickly, hurry back in the other direction. Perhaps we're not too late. Oh, it's ruined. I can't believe, after everything we talked about, that my story, you've destroyed my work. Why? For what? What did you get out of that? What did you think was so special about seeing the game undone, left here like so much garbage? It's worthless now. And what am I supposed to do? Even if there were a way to continue, would it be worth it? To know that my story is now incorrect? How can I go back to that? I can't erase that knowledge. I'll have to live with it forever. Reliving its impossibility forever. I couldn't live that way. Is it better to shut the game down entirely? To willingly destroy all of my work? I don't know. What's the answer? What do I do? What do I do? What do I... No, I have to. I have to shut the game down. I have to. I have to.
Oh.
I'm here. I'm still here. Here in this pile of rubbish. With you. You. Who thought you were so clever. Now look where we are. My entire game is destroyed. It was the only thing in the world that was mine, and you've run it into the ground. What, did you think that would be funny? You just had to see? Didn't I impress upon you how important it was to be like Stanley? He actually knows how to do what I tell him to. He understands that if I say to do something,
No, he
there's a
doesn't.
damn good reason for it. That thought hadn't even occurred to you, had it? That there's a world outside of you? You're a child. Oh, my story.
I'm back.
If you'd just gone through the corridors, you would have seen it. There was a whole underground facility. You would have destroyed it and been victorious. It would have been so perfect.
Yeah.
I worked so hard on it. I tried so hard to misbehave exactly as Stanley.
You know that thought who's
Means
just
choosing responsibly and always
you
putting the
the reaction of
I'm
not
quite sure
doing
you'll be up to the
anything
task. Just
with that
follow my
video
lead and you'll
clip?
be fine.
Ryan.
Right. When Stanley
Wait,
came to
what?
a set of 2 open doors,
You
he
know,
entered the door on his
actually
left.
does something and he doesn't actually do anything. That's what wait, I wanted to do the phone. The other
It
phone.
was an
Actually,
Independence Day video game.
Independence video game.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling
I
a
went the
wave of
correct way.
disbelief,
I went the
Stanley
correct
decided
way,
to go up to his boss's
but then,
office, hoping he might find an answer there. Coming to a staircase,
oh,
Stanley walked
oh,
upstairs to
you
his
can't go
boss's office.
downstairs anymore. I remember in the old version you could go down.
You've... No, it allows you to go downstairs. The only reason it wouldn't let you go downstairs is if you did a certain ending.
Oh,
If you're in the middle of a certain... Hang on, let me go on your stream. Yeah, go upstairs.
yeah.
Keep going upstairs.
Oh, there's a closet. That's right. The closet's up here somewhere. I remember it somewhere around here.
It only lets you in the boss's office at the moment.
Hello, busy, do stuff.
Stepping inside his
I
boss's
know who
office,
the.
Stanley
I
was
know.
stunned to discover
I'm gonna
he
have my
wasn't an
dinner. I'll be
indication
back.
of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this until he saw the door with a voice receiver.
I'm back. Oh, you're gone.
And next to it, surely behind this door lay all the answers to his questions. And beyond all probability, he knew the passcode. He had seen it on his boss's computer just last week. Night Shark 115. Was this the code to open the door? Would it still work? There was only one way to find out. Stanley had been trained never to speak up, but now he would draw from within himself the courage to face the unknown. He drew a sharp breath and then spoke the code.
1. Something shock.
Stanley spoke the code. Night Shark 115. He spoke it into the receiver, right there on the wall.
Night shot receiver.
I'm sorry, is there a problem? You didn't mishear me, did you? Please speak the code into the receiver. Otherwise, we can't get on with the story. This is a crucial step.
Night shot receiver.
Okay, fine, you're not gonna do it, but you know what? It's pretty humiliating to bring you this far, only for you to suddenly decide you have better things to do. I asked you for this one single thing, for your respect. The kind of respect Stanley shows for his choices. He knows what it means to take a story seriously. If you didn't want to see what I had to show you, then why did you come here? You had a choice, you know. You could have gone through the door on the right. You could have done whatever the hell you wanted over there. Why did you come this way? Speak. Say something to me. Explain yourself, you coward. You... When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. Stanley? Hello? Are you... Is everything okay? Stanley, please. I need you to make a choice. I need you to walk through the door. Are you listening to me? Can you hear me? Is everything all right? Stanley, this is important. The story needs you. It needs you to make a decision. It cannot exist without you. Do you understand me? Whatever choice you make is just fine. They're both correct. You cannot be wrong here. We can work together. I'll accept whatever you do. I simply need you to take that step forward, please. Choose. Do something. Anything. This is more important than you can ever know. I need this. The story needs it. So, you hear me? Are you there? Are you listening to this? Stanley, are you there? Okay.
Stanley. Both inside.
That's all right. I'll wait for you to decide what's the right thing to do. Take as much time as you need.
Rory. Right.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Right.
Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first.
Come out of the glow. Found a
Now
hub.
in this incredible room, Stanley for the first, but eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Move the glow.
So bad at following directions.
I'm back.
It's incredible he wasn't
You're back.
5 years ago.
Yeah.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really.
I
realize
I'm
that
enjoying
listening
this.
trust in someone else can be difficult, but the
Good to
fact
hear.
is that the story is
all I did was stand around in the office. Mine didn't have the key code.
someone you
Mine had the microphone one,
Please, stop trying to make every decision by yourself.
which sucked
I'm not asking for
because it wasn't working for me.
asking for. This is it, Stanley. Your chance to redeem yourself, to put your work aside, to let her back into your life. She's been waiting.
I'm doing the phone one, but
Stanley.
I'm picking up the phone. You know what I mean? Like I'm doing the other choices. See what I missed.
Oh, Stanley, is that you? Hold on, sweetie. Sorry to keep you waiting. I'm just pulling the bread out of the oven. All right.
A bra out of
Here
the.
we go. All right, now, I want you to come in and tell me all about your
Gotcha. Oh, come on. Did you actually think you had a loving wife who'd want to commit their life to you? I'm trying to make a point here, Stanley. I'm trying to get you to
Stanley.
see something. Come
Stan!
inside. Let me show you
Stan!
what's really going on here.
Stan!
Boy.
No, I'm not going in there.
Sorry, but you're in my story now.
Sorry, you're in my story now. No, I'm not.
This is a very sad story about the death of a man named Stanley. Stanley is quite a boring fellow. He has a job that demands nothing of him, and every button that he pushes is a reminder of the inconsequential nature of his existence. Look at him there, pushing buttons, doing exactly what he's told to do. Now he's pushing a button. Now he's eating lunch. Now he's going home. Now he's coming back to work. One might even feel sorry for him, except that he's chosen this life. But in his mind, in his mind he can go on fantastic adventures. From behind his desk, Stanley
Fantastic
wildest
Avengers.
descents into the unknown. Fantastic discoveries of new lands.
No
Each day that he
discoveries.
returned to work was a reminder that none of it
Who
would
are
ever
you?
happen to
GTA
him.
online.
With
So
that
he began
voice,
to fantasize
it sounds a
about his
little.
future.
It sounds a little
First,
bit.
he imagined that one day,
Sounds a little
he
bit
stepped up
like
from his desk to
the
realize that
third
all of his
Doctor.
co-workers, his boss,
A
everyone
little
in the
bit.
building had
It
suddenly
sounds
vanished off the
it
face
sounds a
of the
bit like the
earth.
third
The
Doctor a little
thought
bit.
excited him terribly. So he went further. He imagined that he came to two open doors and that he could go through either. At last, choice. It barely even mattered what lay behind each door. The mere thought that his decisions would mean something was almost too wonderful to behold. As he wandered through this fantasy world, he began to fill it with many possible paths and destinations. Down one path lay an enormous round room with monitors and mind controls. And down another was a yellow line that weaved in many directions. And down another was a game with a baby. And he called it the Stanley Parable.
The
It was
baby.
such a wonderful
What
fantasy.
I
And so in his
reckon,
head, he
the
reread
narrator
it
guy is
again,
actually the
and then
boss,
again, and again, over and
pissing
over,
him
wishing
off.
beyond hope that it would never
I
end.
bet you
That he
that's
might
what it.
always feel this
Because you
way.
never see the boss.
Surely there's an answer down some new path.
That's
Mustn't there?
because he's the
Perhaps if he
narrator.
played just one more time.
It makes sense.
But there is no answer. How could there possibly be? In reality, all he's doing is pushing the same buttons he always has. Nothing has changed. The longer he spends here, the more invested he gets. The more he forgets which life is the real one.
I like that little house slowly turns into another room.
Alright.
And I'm trying to tell him this, that in this world he can never be anything but an observer, that as long as he remains here, he's slowly killing himself. But he won't listen to me. He won't stop. Here, watch this. Stanley, The next time the screen asks you to push a button, do not do it. You see? Can he just not hear me? How can I tell him in a way that he'll understand that every second he remains
What
here,
happened?
he's electing to kill himself?
I saw
How can I get him
the
to see
video.
what I
This
see? How can I make him look at himself?
this is really cool looking guy, and the text says, "I piss on the shower," and then it cuts to another guy who looks even cooler, and it says, "I shower and piss."
I don't make the rules. I
I've seen that video where that guy goes around pranks with a fake water bottle full of apple juice and going into the loo, squirting it on people under the loo.
I must.
But that's
Maybe this time.
maybe.
And Stanley pushed a button. And I tried again. And Stanley pushed a button.
I tried again and Stanley pushed the button. Then he killed the hoe. Let's kill the hoe. Okay.
Even now, Stanley's office was a distant memory. What did it look like? There was a computer, perhaps, and a painting. Was it a painting or a photo? He could no longer recall.
What'd you say?
No.
Can I borrow you for a second?
Some ass. I'm joking. Finally some kumbaya, my lord.
Kumbaya.
Shove my grandma in a dough. Tuesday and Thursday I'm not going to work because of my sister.
Tuesday.
But I'm only going to work one day Monday. That's it.
Stanley felt lightheaded, butterflies in his stomach. But eager to get
My sister.
Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Yeah, she's more important at the moment.
So he detoured through the maintenance
I keep
section,
forgetting about that.
walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track.
No, I'm not getting back on track. Fuck you, gay. Bye, shitty narrator. Have fun with your shitty game.
But Stanley didn't want to go back to the office.
Angry video game nerd plays Stanley Parable. What is this game?
He needed to go,
Will this narrator please shut the fuck up?
It's, left.
I hate when they bang doors.
Oh, no, it's to the right, my mistake. No, not the right. Why would I have ever said it was to the right? What was I thinking? It's clearly... Oh dear, would you hold on for a minute, please? Now, let's see, we went down right, left, down, left, right. Yep, okay, yes. I've got it now. This story is absolutely, definitely this way. No. This isn't right at all. You're not supposed to be here yet. This is all a spoiler.
Oh my
Quick, Stanley,
God,
close your
Eddie.
eyes. Okay. We just have to get back to,
This chick had, both of the eyes were glass eyes.
The whole story
Yeah.
completely
And she
unusable.
needed to get a
How
fitting, and they
about,
kept
rather
trying
than
to
waste my
examine
time trying to
her,
salvage this nonsense,
like, because they thought
just
she was
restart
like
the game from
blind.
the beginning. And this
Yeah.
time, suppose
She
the devil
wasn't-
was so far off track.
Even though she was blind,
Okay.
like no,
Yeah.
she was like proper blind. So eventually she got pissed off because they kept trying to examine her. She pulled out one of the glass eyes and goes, "There, you can examine it all
his
you want."
co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Oh, because if I go through the
Wait, what? No, I restarted. I swear, I definitely restarted the game over, completely fresh. Everything should be... Oh, did something change? Stanley, did you change anything when we were back in that room with all the monitors? Did you move the story somewhere, or... Hold on. Why am I asking you? I'm the one who wrote the story. It was right here just a minute ago. I know for sure that it's here somewhere. Okay, then. Come, Stanley. Let's find the story.
What way do I want to go? I'm up to the one where you go through, where it's all like a couple of little doors. I don't even know which one to go down. What one did you go down when, you know, the one where you go, let's find the story? Did you go in the one that's on the left wall?
I'll say it. This is the worst adventure I've ever been on. I can promise you there definitely was a story here before. Do we need to restart the game again? Well, I find it unlikely that we'll ever progress by starting over and over again, but it's got to be better than this. Okay, let's give it a shot. Why not?
The hell, I'm in the back rooms. I'm
All of
joking.
his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. Okay, yep, it's worse. I might be remembering this wrong. It's possible the story is back where we just came from. Why don't we go back the other direction and see if we missed anything?
Wait, is it FNAF? Wait, you can play FNAF 1 on the 3DS? What the fuck?
Aha! I knew we'd missed something. The story. Here it comes. No, wait, never mind.
Would have
Not the
been...
story. Okay, let's head back the other way and retrace our steps. Now this... Well, I'll be honest, I don't recognize this place at all. Is this the story? I don't think so. I can't quite recall, but I believe my story took place in an office building.
Nothing. I'm entered the section from Half-Life
Completely forgotten what
2.
we were supposed to be doing. How
back
about this? You win! Congratulations!
You win! Congratulations!
And it really paid off. So, good job.
Haven't got any more achievements yet.
I don't feel right about this at all. We both know you didn't put in any actual work for that win. Some people win fair and square.
You win jack shit. Oh. Oh no, I got 2 achievements. I just didn't. Speed run, oh, probably. The hardest one's going to be the speed run.
And this was not one of those situations. Okay, I'm getting weirded out by whatever this place is. I don't care what might happen this time. I have to.
I'm in Ryan's house. I'm joking.
All right, I've got a solution. This time, to make sure we don't get lost, I've employed the help of the Stanley Parable Adventure Line. Just follow the line. How simple is that?
Boom, boom, ba da da dun 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 dun. Boom, 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 boom. Oh, someone was playing the old poker game on the PC.
Apparently, you can play Five Nights at Freddy's on the 3DS.
You see, the
There
line
was
is
actually
where the
out.
story is.
There's
It's heading in
act.
this direction.
There's
Onward,
act.
Stanley, to
There's
destiny.
act. At one
Though,
point, there was
here's a
actually.
thought. Wouldn't wherever we end up be our destination, even if there's no story there?
At one
Or
point,
put
there was
another
actually
way,
going to be a
is a
Garry's
story
Mod
of no
port to the
destination
DS. At one
still a
point.
story? Simply by the act of moving forward, are we implying a journey such that a destination is inevitably conjured into being via the very manifestation of the nature of life itself? Okay, Stanley, I need to follow this train of thought for a minute. Just stick with me. Now, we can both agree that the nature of existence is in fact
What
a
the heck?
byproduct of one's subjective experience of that existence, right? Okay. Now, if my experience of your existence rests inside of your subjective experience of this office, is this office, in fact, the skeleton of my own relative experiential mental subjective construct?
Bum bum ba-dum bum bum
I've got a bit
ba-dum
weird back
ba-dum.
there.
Falling, I'm falling
Sure, where am I
right
going
down the
with that?
stairs.
You know what? I think
Here,
what we need
have
right now is
another
a bit of
chocolate
music to put us in the mood.
eclair. Pizza pasta. Papa pizza. Money. It's all about power and money. Ooh, papaya, papaya, hey, papaya. Woohoo! Woohoo!
Wait, cut the music. Go back and look at that fern. Stanley, this fern will be very important later in the story. Make sure you study it closely and remember it carefully. You won't want to miss anything.
I did I'm following the line now.
Yeah.
Wait, what? We're back at the office? No. Line, you do know
If
we're
you
looking for the Stanley Parable, right? The story? Is any of this ringing a bell?
wait, what if I go back to? Oh no. It's funny that music show just starts playing for no reason.
Probably.
Where do I go now? Where do I go? Fall asleep. I don't know. I wanna glow. I move the glow. My glowy. How did you glow? I wanna glow.
Use the Commodore.
64. Commodore 64. When Nintendo 64. Oh, I mashed up the Beatles. Was it
Oh, no.
When I'm 64 with the Krusty the Clown theme song.
We trusted you. After everything
Oh,
we've been
yeah.
through, you... Oh, I can't take this anymore. To hell with it.
Are you
Start.
lonesome tonight?
You know what, Stanley? I say forget the adventure line. What's it ever done for us? We're intelligent people, right? Why can't we make up our own story? Something exciting, daring, mysterious. Ooh, this all sounds perfectly doable. Why don't we simply start wandering in, well, I don't know. How about this direction? Now, yes, This is exciting. Just me and Stanley forging a new path, a new story. Well, it could be anything. What do you want our story to be? Go wild. Use your imagination.
You're right.
Whatever it might be, Stanley, I'm ready for it.
Yeah, that hurt. Oh. Oh, my head. Oh. It's weird.
Ah, it's one of these tricks where you walk around in circles until something happens.
Alright.
You know, like one of those hallways where that were not there, and then like you walk around the pillar, and you walked around a couple of times that wasn't there before.
Oh, no, not you again. Stanley, I'd also like to veto the line from having any role in our awesome new story. No lines or monitor rooms. Just don't acknowledge it. We should be fine.
We should be happily fine.
Ah, a choice. We get to make a decision.
Oh.
From here, the story is in our control. How important we mustn't squander the opportunity. In fact, I believe I need a minute to think here. Just walk in circles for a minute. Okay, so I know that each door has to lead somewhere, which means that somewhere the place where
Use
we're
the
trying to
Commodore.
go, there must be a
Commodore 64.
and that in turn means that our destination corresponds with the counter-inverted reverse door's origin. So starting from the right,
Well, what do you plot?
let's
What are you watching?
taking the right door lead us to where we're going. And since the answer is clearly yes,
something happened to
then
the
by
crew
all
too, like a
accounts,
month
the
ago.
door on the right is the correct
What
one.
happened to the crew
Another
too?
victory for logic. Come, Stanley.
I'm watching the video.
Our destiny
Is this something
awaits.
big?
Oh, hold up. What's this? The confusion ending.
Hang on.
You're telling me that's what this is? It's all one giant ending? And we're supposed to restart the game eight times? That's really how all this goes? It's all determined? So now, according to the schedule, I restart again. Then what? Am I just supposed to forget? Well, what if I don't
Crew
want to forget?
2.
My mind goes blank simply because it's written here on this thing, wall. Well, who consulted me? Why don't I get to decide? Why don't I get a say in all of this? Is it really? No, it can't be. I don't want it to be.
They've
I don't
removed
want the game to keep restarting. I don't want to forget what's going on.
some of the shortcuts.
I don't want to be trapped like this. I won't restart
What?
the game. I won't do it. I won't do it. I won't
Oh,
do
those
it.
bastards.
And the
So that shortcut that I took. Bastards.
I don't know if it's I don't know if it's the one you
Did we
took.
break the
But
cycle? The whatever it is.
Under Indico.
No, that's just taking away people's freedom in an open world game. You know what I mean?
The Greenstone. We put the people first. We're fighting for a future for all of us.
The race, some of the races are hard. It's like taking shortcut away. It's like removing a band-aid from a wound that's already been wounded.
Or the journey. Though they're always saying that life is about the journey and not the destination.
Location.
I hope that's where we are right now. We'll find out, won't we? Eventually. Well, in the meantime, if you...
Shortcuts removed. Are you lagging tonight?
81%,
No.
82, 3 is it? I'm not quite sure, but the 80-something% shortcut in New York. That if you boys know anything about the Crew 2, you'll recently have been made aware that this shortcut right here
what color
was
is weather
patched.
return?
It was fixed in the most recent update. But the problem is that it wasn't just this. See, it seemed originally that they were trying to get away with not telling us this. That didn't end up being the case, because we got a tweet from Ivory Tower. That tweet is on screen right now, but it was done in such a weird way. Why was the change made? And not in patch notes, but, you know, instead we just get a tweet later on. It definitely seemed like something was awry, but at the end of the day, we did find out about this shortcut patch change afterwards, but we didn't find out on the actual day it was patched. Where am I? Let me continue going on this shortcut. So the tweet definitely seemed like oh, what, the patch is in the game? Let's yeah, hey guys, the patch is in the game.
There was not a single person.
But only one other issue with that is that not only this was patched, like I said, other things were patched as well, and some weird changes were made.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley
those
walks upstairs
also
to his boss's
we
office.
weren't told about. And let's begin with some of the more mundane ones. A simple one that is very similar to this change. One that is an interesting way of going about a change. And one that I don't actually think was meant to make it into the game. I think the last one definitely seems like a bug. But
and in such a competitive
let's
economy,
begin. Stick around from the end of the video here. If you want to know why I'm in Seattle and why I'm in a touring car, then just wait till the end of the video to see one of the more interesting changes that I think has come out of this whole thing. But yes, I just want to remind you to head down there, subscribe with notifications on. It would be very, very much appreciated. I'm trying my best doing everything I can with the crew to just getting some entertainment out of this damn game. And, you know, here I am. So head down there, subscribe with notifications on, and do leave a like on the video. It'd be very much
for
appreciated.
example, why couldn't he see his feet when he looked down? Why did doors close automatically behind him wherever they went? And for that matter, these rooms were starting to look pretty familiar. They were simply repeating. No, Stanley said to himself, this is too strange, this can't be real. And at last, he came to the conclusion
11,
that
12, 11, 11, 11, A, B, 11, 12.
I'm dreaming! He yelled.
I'm dreaming. Day. Sway up, cheer up, sleepy jeans. Oh, what can it mean? Welcome to Davy Jones's. I'm thinking of the SpongeBob episode with the surfboard. I think he ends up in one of the monkeys' locker.
Then he imagined himself soaring through space on a magical starfield, and it too appeared. It was so much fun, and Stanley marveled that he had still not woken up. How was he remaining so lucid? And then perhaps the strangest question of them all entered Stanley's head. One he was amazed.
Apparently, Charlie Chaplin and 50 Cent both were alive at one point in time.
What?
Now the voice was describing itself.
Charlie Chaplin,
yeah,
who found it particularly
and 50 Cent were both alive around the same time at one point.
Me, thinking about how
what the hell?
Thoughts, he thought. And while he
that doesn't make any sense.
This voice spoke to all people in their dreams. The truth was that, of course, this was not a dream. How could it be? Was Stanley simply deceiving himself? Believing that if he's asleep, he doesn't have to take responsibility for himself? Stanley is as awake right now as he's ever been in his life. Now, hearing the voice speak these words was quite a shock to Stanley. After all,
apparently the most bones in the body are feet.
That this was in fact a dream.
Feet are the
Did the
most
voice
bones in
not
the
see him
body.
float and make the magical stars just a moment ago?
I thought it would have been the funny bone.
This voice was a part of himself too. Surely, if he could just... He would prove it. He would prove that he was in control. That this
Hold on, if Stanley actually started talking. Shut the fuck up! Get out of my head! Get out of my head! I'm thinking of the smiling friends. Get out of my head! Get out of my... You know that guy?
What is it? Is?
He thought to himself.
Yeah.
Have you heard of the Doom mod root pen?
Let me continue
No. No.
It's all I want. I want my apartment, and my wife, and my job. All I want is my
I'm not
life
sure how to
exactly the
describe
way it's
it.
always been. My life is normal. I am normal. Everything will be fine. I am okay.
This is a Family Guy. No, this is just. You know, you like how I name a title for my.
Stanley began screaming. Please, someone, wake me up. My name is Stanley. I have a boss. I have an office. I am real. Please, just someone tell me I am real. I must be real. I must be. Can anyone hear my voice? Who am I? Who am I? And everything went black.
And then
So,
Stanley went.
do you want to know what the first
This is the
level
story
of
a woman named
root
Mariella.
pain is?
What is it?
Mariella woke up on a day
Pain.
like every other. She arose,
Pain
got
in the
dressed,
ass.
gathered her belongings, and walked to her place of work. But on this particular day, her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had
It's
stumbled through
a,
town talking and screaming to himself,
I don't
and
know
then
how to
collapsed dead on the sidewalk. And although she would soon turn to go call for an ambulance, for just a few brief moments,
for some
she
reason, the
considered
first level
strange
you're
man.
inside a
He was
woman's.
obviously crazy. This much she
know.
knew. Everyone knows what crazy people look like. And in that moment, she thought to herself how lucky she was to be normal. I am sane. I am in control of my mind. I know what is real and what isn't. It was comforting to think this, and in a certain way, seeing this man made her feel better. But then she remembered the meeting she had scheduled for that
Anyway,
day.
if you shoot
The
both
very
the woman's
important people
eggs, a
whose
giant
impressions of her will
baby
affect her
comes
career,
out of nowhere and
by
starts trying to
extension,
attack
the
you.
rest of her
Oh,
life.
just like in.
She had no
Oh, that
time for
reminds
this.
A
me.
giant
So it was
fetus.
only a
Duke.
moment that she
That's
stood,
like in
staring
Duke
down at the body,
Nukem.
and then she turned and ran.
Like, yeah, you know what I mean. You know what level I'm on about.
Stanley had never
I
seen
wonder
anything
how
special
I'm
about
trying to
it.
get
Was it a
to.
sign of
I'm trying to
something?
get to the
Whatever it
second
was,
Stanley
he hoped very
Parable
much
one.
that it was.
How'd you get in that one? Oh yeah, new content.
Oh, new content? What does that mean?
Oh, there, found it.
Content.
That wasn't there before. Unless you must keep completing more doing things and it unlocks it for
Oh,
later.
things change up. Are you talking about the new content door?
Yeah.
Yeah, that appears after you've done a couple of endings different
and
times.
thank you for playing the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe.
Thank you for playing my game.
The Stanley Parable was a video game released in 2013 on
On
computers.
Steam.
After receiving critical and commercial success, it was expanded upon in 2022.
Wah,
with the
wah,
Stanley
wah.
Parable Ultra Deluxe, a reimagined
Did you know the
game for
picture
consoles
with the
and
two doors that has a yellow floor? You know what that looks like? With the doors, it looks like a duck space. Wah, wah.
expands the world of the Stanley Parable, delighting audiences the world over. Please step inside and see what thrilling new adventures await in the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe.
I'm very excited to see the thrilling new Ultra Deluxe content.
Ultra Deluxe.
So far it's an elephant.
I like how it's just. I just how like it's just a jump space.
Sir, I need your help.
I'll be back.
Is it broken?
Gotta help my sister with something. Setting up something.
Should we be moving somewhere? Oh, there we go. All right, finally, at long last, it's on to the new content. I've never been more ready. Let's do it. I have to say, initial impressions of Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, mostly tedious. It's as if them... Oh, okay. Let's see the content. Gimme the content, Stanley.
I'm back.
Hey, Ryan's in the United Federation chat thingamabob.
Oh, is he?
Yeah.
Are you gonna?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So he'd probably.
Alright.
He's probably expecting us.
The jump
He's probably expecting us to come back.
And there's. I wonder what happens. Should I try?
Is that it? Surely that's not all the new content. There has to be something else, right?
What's Ryan doing?
Stanley, I have
What?
to say, initial impressions of this game are not positive.
Who's gonna join?
Elevators and
Are you coming to join the party?
Yeah, I'm coming to join.
Content? If this is new content, then I could just read you the whole dictionary. There's 20 hours of new content right there. Hell, I could counter 30 trillion. You could put that on the box. The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, now with over 1,000 hours of new content. And if... Oh, wait, there's more. Very good. Yes.
Hello.
I knew there had to be something else. Let's see.
Amazing thing just happened to me in this game, Will.
Yeah?
I took out a helicopter with a grenade launcher.
Oh, you've got to be kidding me.
I'm playing a new game.
This is what happens.
Guess what some arseholes doing on... Guess what some arseholes doing on Google Maps? They keep going to random locations, right? And the way Google Maps works is you can... you can add... Not only can Google add Street View images, but you can add your own Street View images as well. And some guy keeps going around making backrooms images and keeps putting them on Google Maps.
On Twitter and personally accountable. It's my fault, Stanley. I built up too much anticipation around the new content, I'm afraid. It could never have lived up to such expectations.
Right.
Still with me. Why don't we just
Right.
And we'll try to get
you wanna know the weird part about one of these videos I've seen of people finding it?
No gimmicks.
Yeah.
One of the images says it's from 2011.
Like always. What do you say, friend?
That's weird.
Oh, well, guess what I found out the other day?
Yeah, what did you find out the other day?
Nobody can actually find out the origin of the original backrooms photo.
What? That's creepy. That means it's actually... shit.
Well, I wouldn't say that, but...
It's looking like...
Stanley!
It's my dinner time, so I'll be back.
Vent. I want to show you something.
I love this
the photosphere.
It's looking like it to actually be a thing.
I doubt that.
Explain all the people that went missing that have never ever been found, all their bodies, all their corpse.
Turned out to be. Well, it got me thinking about the past and how much better the Stanley Parable used to be. So I made something special and tucked it away here where the game's developers won't find it. Just our little secret. I call it the memory zone. It's where I've been storing all my favorite memories so I can relive the peak experiences of my life whenever I want. Experiences like the launch of the Stanley Parable on PC. You see, Stanley, doesn't the memory zone remind you of how wonderful Stanley Parable was before it was sullied with a cheap PlayStation port? Remember back in October of 2013 when the game originally launched?
Oh, wow.
Back then, video games had integrity. Back then, it all meant something.
Somebody found the fake. This guy exposed them.
What?
I found a video of this guy exposed the people who were doing the Google Maps backrooms stuff.
Yeah. Originally, it was actually just there was a there was like like a thingy.
It's a fucking Gary's mod map. Oh my god.
Oh, you know what's funny? You know what's funny? You know that dollar bill that appears on the wall in that museum section of Stanley? That's actually a SpongeBob reference to Mr. Krabs' first dollar.
Yeah. Have you been inside the broom closet?
Not yet.
The sound of the light is the same noise from the back rooms.
What the hell? Okay. That means it must be somewhere in the game. Somewhere. As that noise wouldn't appear, you know what I mean?
And over here is where I keep reviews of the Stanley Parable. Like this stunning triumph of games journalism.
I don't care.
10
Get me out of this room.
James Sterling writes, and I quote, "We're so many games that aspire to be more than
We're so many games.
Stanley Parable strives and then succeeds to be every game ever created." Did you hear that, Stanley? Every game ever created. That's how grand and all-encompassing the original Stanley Parable was. It was literally every game ever created. It was Skyrim, it was Persona 3, it was all of them. And now, it's nothing. It's no games at all. It is
Stanley's Parallel Universe. Coming near fin near you.
With an hour of new elevation.
Shut up! Shut up! I miss Ahmed when he was, shut up! Shut up! Wait a minute. Isn't me? Does the back rooms also look like the beginning section of Stanley's thingy with the two doors? Does it look
Here's another moving passage, this time from GameSpot.com. The Stanley Parable
Spot-the-dog.com.
stimulating commentary on the nature of choice in games, and one that offers some of the most enjoyable, surprising, and rewarding choices I've ever been confronted with in a game.
Ladies and gentlemen, the dog!
The game was perfect. It didn't need anything else. It didn't need new content. All they had to do was
it's just a set of literally doors on a stage.
Boom,
I wanted the band, not a set of doors.
To go meddling with a beloved franchise. These were simpler times, Stanley. But I wouldn't give to go back, to have it all over again. Wait. Hang on. I don't recall this part of the memory zone before. What's this? What's down here? Oh no, oh God, no, Stanley. It's a collection of reviews from Pressurized Gas, the extremely popular online storefront for computer games. I haven't looked at these in years. I can't even imagine what's been collecting down here. Surely these reviews were glowing as well, weren't they?
Sure, Coke.
Glowing. Glowing down here.
To play this game to full completion. The narrator is obnoxious and unfunny, with his humor and dialogue proving to be more irritating than entertaining. Unfunny. Trying to be funny.
Or if Stanley actually gets
gags to insert into the Stanley Parable, but the game is already such a densely layered web of profound philosophical insights that I can't even imagine where I'd have the room to stick them. Okay, let's see what this one says. While the idea for the game is good, for someone who prefers non-linear games, this preachiness gets annoying fast. Preachy? Stanley? I'm not preachy, am I? You can tell me if I'm preaching. Honestly, you can.
I'm not preaching.
Shocking for me. I always, well, to be honest, I had always.
I like the hate comments.
Rather terse to begin with. You can't know how much fluff I cut from the game to get it to feel as light and airy as it. Well.
And it's funny. It's actually the most recent text of the
memory to have to hold on to. These black marks on my otherwise unimpeachable track record.
Unpeachy?
Like a failure.
Watching a guy react to funny remixes of songs.
Isn't quite as sterling as
that's fun.
To say. You constantly have to stop doing anything so the narrator can catch up with his long-winded explanations of what's happening. I wish there was a skip button.
Lethal weapon.
Somebody took the bait of Industry Baby and just started adding random fucking noises to it. Like, hello, how are you? I'm under the water. Please help me.
Well, yes. Yes, I think we can do that. If I'm
How many was sure I can back to
the again tomorrow? For just a moment, surely it couldn't hurt.
Don't put news the double golf cup.
The bubble gum strike.
That's my motto today, and it's always been my motto.
And this one is for the one eye open when I'm sleeping.
Oh, you're back, you see. You were only frozen in time for a few minutes, but it was plenty of time for me to deliver a long, rambling monologue full of unnecessary verbal flourishes and lengthy rumination.
Bye-bye.
Well there, sport. You really did catch me rambling on a bit, didn't you? But that's the power of the button. The minute I start to go off on a thoughtless display of self-absorption, it's right at your fingertips to go poof, and it's all over. I can't wait to see what Cookie 9 will say about this, and whether they'll edit the rating of their pressurized guest review, or at least change some of the wording, perhaps. To be honest, I don't even know if one can change their review in the first place. I guess I should become better educated on how exactly pressurized gas works. Perhaps that would have been a smart... Okay, welcome back, Stanley. Now, I should say that the amount of time the button has been skipping through is becoming longer and longer. That last one was, well, I want to say maybe 30, 45 minutes? It's not unendurable by any... Stanley, please don't push the button again.
Stan!
I don't know why the skip...
Stanley?
Really
I just pictured someone replaced the narrator with Stan's dad.
The door is gone. It's completely gone.
Stan?
Oh, Stanley, you're back. Back. Oh, my goodness. I have someone to talk to again. Stanley, I think it's been a week. Or 2 weeks. I've been...
Everybody dance round. Dance around.
No.
Oh, I'm on that.
But they didn't understand the game was never meant to be funny. It was meant to have a
point. In the mind control facility room, you can actually...
But where are the jokes? Where are the jokes?
Yeah.
They screamed. They
you can actually fall off.
Entertain
us. Like, you know the room where all the TV screens are?
Yeah.
And make all
you
of their
fall
pitiful
off.
demands, but
We keep going.
When you go to the second platform...
Yeah.
You have to climb on top of one of the chairs, and then it would let you get onto the table, and then you can jump over the railing.
Oh, you mean to that one section where it's glitched? In the glitched area, basically, right?
What? No.
No.
It's not glitched.
Is never the end, is never the end, is never the end, is never the end.
It's never the end. He's not my friend. They're not my friend. They're not. It's like he comes back It's like it hasn't even been a minute. He's just pressing the button for no reason. It's probably just really the same day. Berries and cream. Berries and cream. Berries and cream. On the bottom of that bird. Big fat fry. Big fat fry. Took in the pants to get the big fat fry. Oh, Maria.
Justin goes rock climbing.
Oh, Jackson Voorhees goes rock climbing. That would be funny. Fuck you.
My friend Justin, he's rocker.
He's always carrying a machete around.
I'm too armored for my.
That noise sounds creepy. I know where that sounds. That sounds like it comes literally from the back rooms.
Have you ever had a dreams that you're the double cope?
Hello? 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 I like how the narrator doesn't come back for a while. Like after the time, he could have probably just dropped you off in the middle of a desert, so it looked like time passed by. You know what I mean? Imagine if he lied about, yes, minutes have passed by, or really he's just still the whole time.
Already this was uncomfortable, and Stanley decided that as soon as he found a new space he felt safe in, that he would never leave it again in his life. Oh good, you noticed my sign. Yes, I have something very exciting to show you.
I noticed you noticed my sign. I saw the sign.
Sing it, Michael.
Just stabs them. No, Michael. Can't keep going around. Stop stabbing people. It's Michael Myers.
You see, Stanley,
that is Michael Jackson.
Stanley Parable, and about how roundly disappointing this
Oh my God,
ultra-deluxe version has turned out to be. The original Stanley Parable was a
And it's just
any new content for it should
Wait a minute, if he's Michael, where's Michael Jackson? They swapped them around.
Which is why I'm very proud to announce for the first time ever the Stanley Parable 2.
2. Oh. Alright.
Yes, you see, isn't this far superior to a measly port with a few minor additions? Think of all the new territory we'll cover with a fully fledged sequel. An entirely new experience, built from the ground up.
A new, totally experience.
It could go in so many different directions.
You may now apply your 3D glasses. Prepare to proceed.
Calling it the Stanley Parable 2 is just so much catchier than Ultra Deluxe, don't you think? Ultra Deluxe? What does it even mean? But the Stanley Parable 2, now that's an artistic statement right there. It's future-oriented. It screams progress and innovation and long-term franchising potential. Now, to be clear, I haven't quite nailed
See,
down
my
what
friend
exactly
don't
the
like
Stanley
me.
Parable
See,
2
my
is
friend
going
don't
to
want
be.
me.
But let's take a look at some of the features I've been developing for it. I figure that if I can loosely organize a handful of interesting concepts,
Why
that
so
surely the game will
certified
sort of
hood
naturally
classic?
spring up around them. It'll all
Well,
work itself
today
out.
I'm gonna
Game
sell these
developers, if that's
cars.
more of a fuzzy
I
mess,
told people
go
how I got these
try out some of the
cars.
new features.
I told people how I got these cars. Wait, come back. I didn't say scars. I said cars. Why do they have to leave me?
For the Stanley Parable 2, I asked myself, what do players really want?
Did you take that Fortnite card from me, bro?
The first and most obvious answer
No.
is that they want to be individually recognized and validated as people. So with that, sorry, I should have clarified. Right now, the button only says the name Jim. But of course, in the final game, this button will say your name, whatever name that is. Here, let's have you role play as Jim to really simulate the full experience
Jim.
of this feature. I'm sure you'll love it.
Jimmy boy.
Here we go.
Oh, Jimmy boy.
Clear your mind, forget whoever you are, and simply become a person
Oh.
named Jim. I want
Yeah,
you
what?
to imagine yourself
What are you going off for?
sleeping and waking as Jim, falling in love and being heartbroken. Whoa, hold on. I wasn't finished setting up the backstory. If you don't properly roleplay as Jim, then you'll never understand the impact of this button. Otherwise, it's just a stupid button that says somebody else's name. Okay, we're doing it again, and this time let me finish first. Now, allow yourself
Double
to
gold
become
cup.
Jim.
Double gold
All
cup
right,
for the
fine,
fucking
whatever. It's just a
slurpee.
meaningless button that says Jim. Are you happy now? Get out of here. I'm done with this button. Why don't you go humiliate
You
me
need the
in front of a
fucking
different
slurpee cup,
feature
not the
that I
double
You're
gold
done
cup.
with. You're done with the button. I just kept pressing the button on
If
him.
you'd only played
Macaroni
along,
with
that
the
would have been your name the
sauce.
button says, but
Macaroni?
instead,
Fuck that.
can't
I got
even
something way better.
I'm taking the Jim
A
button
burger in a can. Burger in a can. I got something way better. Burger in a can.
I want to be violent.
You want to be violent. You want to be violent.
Macaroni with the chicken strips.
Did someone say strip? Like some of the
Maybe
strips.
I'll only let people named Jim play the Stanley Parable 2. They
Pull up in a
would
full
appreciate
focus.
what I've created here.
You know what I did? I kept pressing the gym button. And
Imagine you get the gym ending.
Jimmy boy, or Jimmy Bob. Oh, Jimmy Bob, Bob. How does it go again? I forgot.
Okay, I'll be honest, I haven't yet decided on this one. I think that in the new version, the office could use a bit of decoration, like balloons. But I'm undecided on Get Well Someday
Too
and
sexy for
Happy
my
12th
bone.
Birthday.
Too sexy
Which
for
would
my
you go
own.
with?
Too sexy for my.
You know, sometimes when you solicit another person's opinion, it makes you realize that you knew which one you actually really wanted all along. Get Well Someday it is.
No, I didn't press that. Fuck you, game. Fuck you, game. Screw you, game.
Or actually, maybe I should have gone with... No, I've made my decision. We're moving on. Come now, you've already made your choice. It's true that you chose badly, but we all have to move on from our mistakes.
Hi, I'm Stanley. I don't say very much. Wait, I'm talking? Holy fuck.
Double gold cup for the fucking Slurpee.
Who got up, Slappy? Who wants to see?
Ah, collectibles. Now it's a real video game. In the Stanley Parable 2, you'll run around gathering up these miniature Stanley figurines. And what's truly innovative is that there will be no reward for collecting all of them. I don't want to stifle the intrinsic joy of watching a number go up. You simply collect all of them, and then you move the hell on with your unremarkable life.
Why does Stanley look like Jerry from Seinfeld?
God, it really is the worst when you collect everything in a video game and then they give you a big fancy reward for it. Absolutely tragic.
You can't find my hand. Oh my god, my hand! Where'd it go? I don't know. I just told you, you can't find my hand.
You know what? Let's bring the jump circle back for Stanley Parable 2 as well. It's... Oh, wait. You already spent all your jumps the first time we saw the jump circle? Oh, well. I suppose it can just be a nice decorative piece, then.
Or if you jumped already in the circle, when you first see the circle, it gives it you for...
Now, here's something special. You remember that broken test trophy that got left in the game on accident? Well, I'm developing a technology to simply give you the trophy. Yes, you see, you'll come to this... Okay, perhaps I should have clarified. This is technology that will exist. Right now, the trophy is still fully broken. I'm not a wizard, Stanley, but I guarantee...
I'm not a wizard. I'm not a wizard, Harry. I'm not Harry, I'm Stanley.
Oh. Who have been uproariously demanding this.
Your employee, Stanley.
What else? What other exhibits have
Your employee, Stanley.
Cup with the fucking Slurpee.
Why did I end up in the cab with the Slurpee? I don't know, Mo. Right. I like Stanley Parable. It's a good game. I'm up to the... I'm up to the hot.
Here's an idea that I'm truly fond of. It's never been done before in a video game. This is, in fact, a hole that you can fall down forever. That's right. Infinite falling. You can fall until the end of time, if you like. A stunning leap forward for wonderful. One of my more ingenious concoctions, if I do say so. Now, since you've gotten to see the infinite hole, you can press the teleport button to pop back up to the top, and we can continue onward. Now, I don't mean to be a bummer, but I do recommend you use the teleport button to go back to the top. Maybe do it on the sooner rather than later spectrum of things.
Wonder what happens if you don't press the button when you jump down the big hole. If you don't press the restart.
Stanley, I don't know quite how to say this tactfully, but it's possible that I slightly exaggerated the infinite nature of the hole. Is it a very, very deep hole? To be certain it is. It's an extremely deep hole. I don't want anyone to say that it isn't an astonishingly deep hole. It is. Is it infinite?
Holy shit.
It depends on your definition of infinity. From one perspective, great. Now, I'm very excited to show you even more of my ideas for the sequel.
I jumped down the hole again.
And I guess we're
it's like a slide. Whee!
It's an infinite hole.
Dun, 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 dun. What next? The Doctor Who theme song is out of a tunnel.
Other fascinating exhibits that I prepared for you.
Dun, 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 dun.
Time on these, and I would very much like to show you some more of them. How about we go ahead and press that teleport button again so we can get back to what's really important about... Oh, goodness. Well, this is rather embarrassing, Stanley. I'll be honest with you, I truly did not believe that anyone would actually stay in the hole long enough to hit the bottom. Yes, I know, I told you the hole was infinite, but come on. Who actually wants to fall forever? The hole was plenty deep. It was more than deep enough, in my opinion. Maybe it's you who likes falling too much. Maybe you're the problem. Look, things got a little heated there.
Meeting at 2 p.m.
Why don't we just put all this behind us and agree to just call the hole mostly infinite? If that works for you, then go ahead and press the teleport button to warp up to the top of the hole and we can move on. I'll just be up here when you're ready. Oh, for heaven...
I went back down the hole.
The problem is that you like holes too much.
Holes. I've been digging holes. I've been making holes.
Don't need to see it all, but not you. Oh, no. You're weird, sort of.
Got it, this one.
Did the hole seem even shorter to you this time? I couldn't help but feel like you spent a little less time in there than you did before. I mean, admittedly, I didn't make an infinite hole, but I didn't think it was that not infinite. Well, I suppose once again there's nothing to do here. If you decide you've had enough of the hole, you can hit the teleport button and come join me up above. Had enough? I'm positively thrilled. Gosh, how could I have guessed? You're back in the hole.
Holes.
Wow. Okay. Yes. I'm starting to become extremely certain that the hole is not only not infinite, but that it's growing steadily less and less infinite. I suspect that I'm starting to hit the point where it's no longer feasible to call the hole infinitely deep, even by the lax overall standards for accountability and marketing. What's going on here?
You spin me right round, baby, right round like a record, baby, in a big hole. I'm stuck in a hole, turning right round. Whee!
Well, there it is. The shame of my lie has come to haunt me. Not only is the hole not infinite, but it's barely even a hole at this point. It's more of a concavity. How is this still appealing to you? I know you're obsessed with holes, but at this depth, I just can't see this scratching the itch. Oh, who am I to judge? You just do whatever it is you're here to do and hit the teleport button when you're ready to move on. Is the, teleport button not working? You sure? Well, I mean, I really don't have an explanation. Still nothing? Well, I suppose there is one thing I can do to fix this. I'm out. Goodbye, Stanley.
Bye. I'm out. I like the part where he just leaves. You in the hole.
It's a win for everyone. You get to be with the hole. I get to do literally anything else. Take care, Stanley. I hope you and the hole have a wonderful rest of eternity together.
It's like he's just gone off to the loo. Why am I not surprised? Uh-oh. Oh no. You come back now. Hello? Narrator? My hole's gone, I'm going down. Hello? Narrator? Oh, narrator? Uh-huh. I wear my sunglasses at night. I wear my... Robo. Whoa! It's Big Stanley Chungus.
Stanley! Oh good, you're awake. It seems you had sort of dozed off there, drifting away into dreamland. But we can't have that, Stanley, because this hole is just so darn fascinating that I want you to be wide awake for every second of it. You don't want to miss a single moment. So how about if I just pop in from time to time and wake you up to keep you really, truly focused on the hole? From the looks of things, you and I will have many, many years here in this hole, and I'm looking forward to all of them. Stay alert, Stanley. I'll be back. Toodle-pip.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Here we are. Go on. Try out some of the new features.
Cross the universe, riding around in the hearse.
An epilogue would be fun, wouldn't it, Stanley? Yes, it will go at the end of the, well, we'll figure that out later.
Whoop, 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 whoop.
A common complaint of the Stanley Parable was that it was confusing and paradoxical, that it engendered a chaotic sense of reckless despair in those who played it. Well, I'm happy to say that after much consideration, I've engineered a clever solution to this fundamental problem with the game. It's the Stanley Parable Reassurance Bucket. You see, Stanley, every time you're holding the bucket, a sense of calm ease will fill your mind.
Who's got the bucket? Bucket? There's a hole in my bucket, dear Liza. And up and down the highway.
You may even come to long for the gentle embrace of jarring cognitive dissonance while the bucket is in your arms. And to be honest, it's a much more convenient solution for me than actually redesigning the game to be less uncomfortable. Can you imagine what a pain in the ass that would be? Yes, the bucket is the perfect solution. Come on, give it a try. Can you feel it? The glow of comfort, even in the face of crushing despair,
So this
must
is
already be
happening.
sweeping through your body.
This is it.
Can I say that I do believe
I have a bucket. Here's a bucket.
I think that just
I got a
has made you
bucket.
the slightest bit more attractive as a person.
I like the hole. That's my favorite thing.
Didn't they? All this and more await you in the Stanley Parable 2.
Yeah. True.
They just give you a bucket. What's that gonna do?
Does anyone give out awards for most enjoyable bucket in a video game? That really should be an award if it isn't already.
Have I been everywhere? I think I have. Have I? I've been everywhere. I've been everywhere. Azul. Zaheim. Maheim. Oh, I haven't been that way yet. Ladies and man, doll. Doll man. That's ladies and some guy with a doll. Meeting me. Ladies and Rommel dogs. Oh, freaking on my bike. The guy just ran off with my bike. I stole his bike. You stole his bike? What the hell?
So, Stanley, what do you think? Do you like all of the new features? Yes, I know it's not exactly clear yet how exactly these features will come together as one single coherent video game, but I can feel it in my soul.
I can feel it coming in my soul tonight.
Let's do an experiment. I'll arrange these new features together, and we'll see whether or not it coheres into a meaningful gameplay experience. Okay. Are you ready? Here it is. I give you the Stanley Parable 2. Well, I mean, there's potential here, right? It's sort of... Okay, never mind. Hold on, let me do a different arrangement. Okay, yes, this is much better. I feel good.
Yeah.
Here we go. Version 2.
With the shoe.
Oh, you know when it makes that weird noise when the show's the number 2 levels? I know that sound effect has been used on the Mr. Bean cartoon. When Teddy...
I wanted fans to love it. No matter how good these gags are, they won't stand on their own. They would need the structure and the gameplay of the original.
What?
You know where they like mirror the...
Yeah.
Wait.
I did the falling down the hall and that.
I don't know how to explain it.
Wait, maybe that's it. I can take the original Stanley Parable and simply, well, insert a few of my new features into it. Tastefully, of course. With respect. With care for the vision
respect?
and integrity of the original
Want some respect? Take your hand off my respect.
It would need a really, really tremendous title screen. A title screen that says with bold and uncompromising...
Yes.
You know those people on Omegle that... Whatchamacallit?
Yeah.
They have like a camera mirroring your camera, so when you join them, it looks like you're talking to yourself.
What the hell?
Have you seen those?
No.
Conviction,
All it does is just play like your all it does is like play the audio coming from your computer and camera. It's completely harmless. But anyway, one guy did it, but instead he'd walk around behind people and be like, "Hey, what's up, bro? Like, nice room you got here."
Let me see if I can whip something up. All right, perfect. Go ahead. Take a look.
It's in a book. Take a look. Yeah, Ryan's AFK still.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. Stanley picked up the bucket.
Pick a bucket, any bucket.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door. This was not the correct way to the meeting room.
Install my boat.
Felt the bucket calling to him.
I uninstalled Minecraft. What the f... Installs it. It deletes it. Deletes. It shuts his power off in his house.
Stanley took the door on his left to go back to the meeting room.
No,
said the bucket.
Don't go to the meeting room. Go somewhere else. The cargo lift, yes. Go there. Go to the cargo lift.
Oh. Oh.
You found one of them. One of the
yeah. I found a stamp.
No reward for collecting all of these. Only the intrinsic pleasure.
Yeah, there's no award. I feel like there's actually achievement for it. You know the Stanley statues?
One of these beautiful figurines.
I feel like they do.
An ending.
Oh, does it?
And then it lets you back into the you know the big room, like the Stanley Parable room.
Yeah.
The fuck?
Yeah.
Stanley Parable 2.
Yes. What the heck? Okay, that's... So that the first one you find is a joke. The second one is a joke. What's this cassette?
Okay, this is day number 295. Tape number... I don't even know. I've lost track. Nothing feels real anymore. The longer I study this bucket, the less...
The longer I study this bucket...
Euphoria I feel.
You fool!
I pick it up. No matter how many times I've done it, it's always the same feeling. And the emptiness in my chest when I set it down. It doesn't make sense. There's no explanation for it. I still haven't figured out why I see the world so differently when this bucket is in my arms. Why everything feels so...
25 to...
What do I do with this treasure?
Wait a minute. Is that the same? Isn't that the that's the same cassette? That's the same cassette tape from Guardians of the Galaxy.
Pay for even just an hour with the bucket. This
is
my golden ticket.
I got a golden ticket. This is my golden ticket. Because it mentions a golden ticket.
What's that? Who's there?
I've got an arm at Humley.
Oh, oh, that was an Evil Dead reference.
What was?
Arthurata, which is the first section of the book from.
Yep.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
The Stanley
decided to go to the
4.
meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed.
Oh my God!
Of the
Stanley lifted the bucket into his arms.
The Revenge of the Triaminopoline.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest. This was not the correct way to the meeting room. But Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him, telling him that the employee...
I like that part. I just pictured someone putting the doors. This is the end, my only friend, the end.
The door on his left to go back to the meeting.
The end of time and space.
No,
said the bucket.
Yeah.
Don't go to the meeting room. Go somewhere else.
End of time and
yes.
space.
Go there. Go to the cargo. Good,
said the bucket.
Now ride the lift all the way to the top. There's something up there I need you to do.
Stanley did not question why or how this bucket was speaking to him. It should have alarmed him, of course, because buckets can't talk. But Stanley chose not to think about this obvious fact. He was firmly convinced that the bucket had spoken to him, and he unthinkingly did whatever the bucket asked.
Bowie.
Bowie.
In here,
said the bucket.
Go into this dark room over here.
Bowie. I got a bow stuck in my wee-wee. Call me David Bowie.
Now pick up the phone, said the bucket. Pick up the phone, and it will take us back home, where we can go about life together.
Wonder why.
This is the sad story of a man named Stanley and his bucket.
A bow
Once
and
upon a time,
net.
I gave Stanley a bucket because I thought
Oh
he was
my
lonely,
ass.
and then, very distressingly, he began to believe the bucket could speak to him.
Huh.
Something on your world.
You're in here for a long time, my boy. Oh no. Oh yeah.
Somewhere in the world. Yeah.
Apparently, if you go to the phone again with the bucket, it's different.
Oh, really?
The Stanley Parable Reassurance Bucket was merely meant to provide the comforting glow of companionship. It doesn't literally talk and give you orders. Whatever Stanley is hearing the bucket say to him is just in his head.
You know what trophy's going to be impossible
Lately,
to get?
I've been concerned about him.
What one?
Would you be concerned as well? To
Playing
see him
the game.
delusional like
Don't
this,
play the
obsessing
game.
over an inanimate metal object?
Like, never
I want
touch
to
the
say
game
something to him, but I
for
don't
10
know how
years.
I can convince him. I don't know.
Yikes.
If he'll listen to me.
That'll probably be me. You know how I let some games I just don't touch for a while?
There's also one where you have to play the game for an entire Tuesday.
Ah, that'll be easy for me. I'm not going to work. So.
I think you need to play. I think you need to play it from 12 a.m. Tuesday to 12 a.m. 12 a.m. Wednesday. Bowie night.
What the hell? Did I just found a bug.
What is it?
I found a bug. You can actually get out the window in the new version of the house. What the hell?
I can't remember.
Well, I'll try anyway. Stanley, can you hear me? Listen to me. It's just a bucket. It can't think, it can't talk. All it will ever truly do for you is effectively transfer a liquid from one location to a different location. That's it.
I like how it's like, it doesn't talk. But you said it does talk before.
You see, he's not listening. He's still taking orders from the bucket. You know, once upon a time it was me he took orders from. Me he trusted and listened to. Now all he cares about
I
is
never
this
listened.
awful bucket.
Shut up.
This stupid hunk of metal.
I bet the apartment's gonna change again soon. I come back and take a shower. Power hour.
It's sad. I suppose he doesn't need me anymore. From now on, he's just going to cling to this bucket, this cold bucket.
Cling to this bucket. I'm going to cling to this bucket.
Yes, I suppose on closer inspection that it doesn't quite look like your average hardware store bucket. It's just a little more, what am I trying to say? Sturdier, more capable of transporting liquid. Like it would be better at
It's a fireman's bucket.
From one room to another.
Tuesday, innit?
Why are you hiding in my... Where you put my bucket? Give me my bucket now. Oh, the TV's on. Oh, there it is. Oh, it's watching the TV. Hey, bucket. Wanna watch my TV, eh?
Oh my God, what am I saying? Better at carrying water from room to room. It's a bucket. It's literally just a bucket.
It's just a bucket.
So much more than just a regular bucket. Oh no, I'm having feelings for the bucket. No.
Oh no!
Be with the bucket. Hear what the bucket has to say. Do anything it asks. What's wrong with me? I don't understand. Perhaps if I had the bucket, this would be less confusing. Yes, the bucket could tell me what to do in this troublesome situation. Stanley, give me the bucket. Give it to me. Give me the bucket, Stanley. I need it. Give it to me now. Give it or I'll...
Stanley, give me the bucket now. No, I'm not giving you the bucket. Fuck you. Fuck you, narrator. Fuck you.
Interior Chevrolet Alligator.
Someone was following Stanley. He was sure of it. If he checked over his shoulder now, he would surely catch them. It was only a matter of time.
Oh no, the narrator's after me now.
The confusion and the
if you manage to do the ending I've done, every time you start up the game, it has a new Stanley Parable title. So it'll be like Stanley Parable 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
That's funny.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest. This was not
if you do, what's the button? Share screen. I'll show you where all the
was simply the place to
be. Yeah.
And here it was.
I'll show you where all the Stanleys are.
Oh no, never mind.
I know I have one of them. I know
yeah, I'll show you where all of them are
there.
No, said the bucket.
I'm doing all the opposites, you know, like all the opposite thingies, like the other games. See if anything's changed with them, you know what I mean? With the bucket.
Stanley did not question.
Wait, what happens if I do the, take the phone plug out with the bucket? Would something change?
He was firmly convinced that the bucket had spoken to him, and he unthinkingly did whatever the bucket asked.
The narrator wanted the bucket.
Over here. Stanley once again obeyed blindly.
Give me the bucket, Stanley. Yeah, bucket.
Now pick up the phone, said. Whoa, hold on. Why did you unplug the phone? Were you trying to resist the bucket's orders? Stanley, I was joking. Obviously, the bucket isn't talking to you and telling you to do things. Buckets can't talk. It was a joke. Don't you get the joke? It's funny, Stanley. A talking bucket. Can't you see? Oh, goodness. I must have really bungled up the delivery if you actually took me seriously. Where did I mess up the joke? Should I have paused for longer or spoken quicker? Comedic timing is so difficult. I wish I were better at it. But there isn't exactly an instructional video on
Ben, wait a minute. If you look at the, I just pictured someone editing with Ben in that room with the phone.
What is comedic timing? What is comedic timing?
What is comedic coming? Oh, this is different.
How can it be used to effectively silence your political enemies?
Silence like the political party enemies. 90 seconds. Questions will blow you. No.
Dive deeper.
Let's don't dive deeper.
Told a joke or made someone laugh, in likelihood you did it while standing 50 to 80 centimeters from them in a room of no more than 76
Bill Nye, the science guy. Bill Nye, the science guy.
Optimal conditions for good comedic timing. To begin the joke, start by stating and spelling your name. Next, provide a brief synopsis of the joke, including the specific times at which the recipient of the joke will laugh, and then spell out your name a second time. With these steps complete, it's time to begin the humor. Speak the entire joke in no more than 18 seconds and no less than 13 and a half, pausing only for bathroom breaks when necessary. When the joke has concluded, it is customary to inform your listener that the joke is over by declaring in your loudest possible voice, "I'm Dunny with the funny." Let's practice screaming, "I'm Dunny with the funny" now. Good. This saying is a perfect example of expectations management, which is the cornerstone of good comedy. Finally, it's time to hand out surveys. Collecting hard data from your
survey. Why the hell the hands are yellow? What are they, Simpsons?
As a comedian, an effective survey should be no less than 10 pages long and should include the same question reprinted several times.
Why am I in Stanley Parable?
Paying attention and not simply filling in answers. And that's all there is. With these strategies at your disposal, you'll have audiences doubled over in laughter and even tripled over in laughter in no time at all. Just remember to let them stop laughing at some point, you gut-busting little scam. After all, we're each of us needed on the front lines of the war to fight the 12-legged invader who threaten our very existence, and a very lucky
what the hell is an alien? Is a predator reference to this?
To this noble cause, just as our children must do after us, and their children after them. Godspeed, and may Earth reign supreme.
Okay.
Hey, goodness, this video is a little outdated, isn't it? Well, no matter. I think the fundamentals of proper comedic timing are still as relevant today as they were back then. So with that in mind, I believe the only way forward is for us to return to the two doors and walk through all of this again, so I can try telling my story with more appropriate comedic delivery. Come along, let's head back. I can feel it. This time, I'm really going to nail the delivery. You'll be in stitches. A talking bucket, you'll say? How ridiculous. How absurd. What a hilarious concept. The king of comedy. That's what you'll call me. Thank goodness we have the
king of comedy.
Otherwise,
the king of swing.
Be right now. Well, I wouldn't be the king of comedy, that's for sure. The bucket spoke to Stanley.
The bucket spoke.
The bucket spoke. Oh, I'll figure it out on the fly. No need to overthink things.
The buckets, the bird, Spoke, stone, stash, or
Here we go. You ready? When Stanley and
911, what is your emergency?
It's me again. They entered the
There's a fox in my house. Okay, sir, you cannot do this again. You cannot keep the fox. Please. I'm begging you. Sir, I understand, but you cannot keep him. Okay. What was that? I killed him. What? Why would you do that? Because you said I couldn't keep him. Yeah, but I didn't say kill him. Oh shit, his whole family just pulled up. Oh god, it's the ops. Okay, sir, just relax. Oh god, one of them just took my gun.
Oh, great.
Oh god, they shot me in my ass. Okay, sir, get out of the house. It looks like they're doing some sort of ritual. I can't move.
Oh, I'm
God,
trapped.
they're pulling my pants down. Oh fuck. Okay, what the fuck is going on?
Don't bring me down.
I'm trapped in that room with the. I'm trapped in the. Could go back when I did the. I'm stuck now.
Wait, what room are you trapped in? Share, do share screen?
The one that has the.
I'm back in black.
That's a fact.
Two opposites attract, you know.
And
it ain't fiction. 'Cause I'm dressed like a cat. Yeah, I'm stuck in here.
How did you manage that?
Well, I found a bug. Well, that's great.
I don't know if it's a bug. I've never seen that before. Are you live streaming it?
Yeah, I'm alive.
Right, hang on. Let me go onto your stream. I need to see this.
Hello, narrator? Hello? Hello?
Move to one of the doors.
Nothing.
Wait, can you not move?
No.
No, but you can. Try and open them. Press X on both of the doors.
Nothing. There.
I see you're playing the classic game.
Yes.
What did you that for?
I don't know. Well, back to the beginning from this level.
If you press
All
them,
of his co-workers were gone.
if you open the menu, I think you can reset
Stanley
it.
decided to go to the meeting.
Yeah, I have.
Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. Warmth spread through Stanley's arms. With the bucket in his arms again, he was
Really had some
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest. This was not the correct way to the meeting room. But Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him, telling him
call
the
him.
employee lounge was simply
Bucket call him.
Forever to get from one side to the other.
And here it was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct? Well, no, never mind. The bucket was wrong. Stanley took the door on his left to go back to the meeting room.
Have you got this game, Tyra?
No,
Who, me?
Said the bucket.
Yeah.
don't go to the meeting room.
Yeah, I've been live
Go
streaming it.
somewhere else.
Oh,
A cargo lift, yes.
Okay, what?
Good.
Okay, so Will,
Now
I'm
ride the
looking
lift
back on
all
your
the way to
stream.
the top.
You walked
There's
up to
something
the
up there I
door,
need you to do.
and somehow
Stanley did
you
not question
closed it.
why or how this bucket was
It
speaking.
closed behind
It
me.
should have alarmed him, of course,
It
because
closed in front of me.
But
Like it
Stanley
wouldn't
chose
let
not
me
to
even go
face this
in.
obvious fact.
Did
He
the
was firmly
narrator
convinced that the
say
bucket
anything
had
like that?
spoken to him, and he
No.
unthinkingly did what
This is a new version, Ryan. They added some new stuff.
Oh yeah, it's the exact same game, but they've added a lot. Like they've added new endings, extra content, shit like that.
Past this point. Stanley, how could you think it was okay to bring the bucket here? Unless, what if the problem is that you actually don't know what is a bucket and what isn't a bucket? I suppose that would explain a lot about your behavior up to this point. Which, if that's true, well, my goodness, I think we have to do something about it. This misunderstanding could have dire consequences on the entire rest of the game. So much of the impact of the story is dependent on your...
The Minecraft level ain't in there anymore. It's replaced by another game.
Step in here for a moment.
No.
Yep, it's been replaced. By a watchtower, and it's been replaced by Rocket League.
Now then, I'm going to run you through some test scenarios.
Wait a minute.
Tell me whether or not the thing I'm showing you is a bucket. Simple enough, right? This should tell us everything
this
we
is...
need to know about what is or is not
There's a bucket. There's a bucket game show.
Item 1. Is this a bucket? Incorrect. It is a hologram of a bucket, not an actual bucket.
Fuck off.
Item 2. Is this a bucket? Incorrect. It is a 3D printed recreation of a bucket, not an actual bucket.
Fuck you, game. Here's the bucket. Screw you. Go bucket.
Item 3. Is this a bucket? Correct. This is a bucket. Item 4. Is this a bucket? What? Are you hallucinating? This is a tractor.
Have you done the guessing game one yet?
Incredible.
With the bucket?
Yep.
I just can't. I'm like, are you hallucinating? Is this a bucket?
Is this a bucket?
I just keep saying yes.
Correct. This is a bucket.
No.
Item 6. Is this a bucket?
Yes.
Trick question. Both. Gotcha. Item... Wait, hold on. I can't find the next one. Let me see. It should be around here somewhere. Okay, you and I both know there isn't anything here. And I don't appreciate the implication that nothing is a bucket when we both clearly know that a bucket is something. And therefore nothing could possibly be something. Unless, in your twisted mind, have you somehow convinced yourself that a bucket is nothing? Answer me straight, Stanley. Do you believe that nothing is a bucket? You know what? I'm too confused to even sort it out. What is a bucket? What isn't a bucket? Mere moments ago I could answer these questions with confidence. And yet now I'm somewhat adrift. Do any of us know what a bucket is? Am I a bucket? Stanley, I can't keep doing this. I'm losing myself, and myself was all I ever had to begin with. I'm afraid the bucket is threatening to tear our relationship apart. I can't have that. I'm sorry. But I'm going to erase all buckets from the game entirely. Okay, here we go.
Fuck you. Erase my bucket. Screw you.
Is everything gone? Why did everything disappear? Wait, was everything a bucket? Every single thing in the game was a bucket? Oh my god, I had no idea.
Every single thing in the game was a bucket.
You're still here. You're not a bucket either. Oh, this is wonderful news. We're not buckets. Yes, I actually feel much more at ease right now. It's delightful to get some clarity on that issue, but it doesn't change the fact that we haven't got a game. So, tell you what, I'll reset everything. We'll put back the buckets, okay? And we'll know that it's all a bucket. But if you run into anyone else,
Hey,
maybe don't
Ron.
mention that. Who knows what that information
Have you ever
might
thought
do
about
on
doing,
us?
like,
All right,
DoorDash or
here
Uber
we go.
Eats or some shit?
Oh, really? Why?
I don't know, I just feel like it'd be something you'd want to do, because...
Stanley decided to go to the meeting. Perhaps he had said Stanley picked up the bucket and smiled. He'd never be alone again. Not
true.
Alone. Not with the bucket around.
There's that risk.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest.
Weston's been doing it, and apparently he's gotten about almost $200 within, like, half an hour.
Or
an hour.
What?
And here it was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct? Wasn't it?
Yeah.
Never mind. The bucket was wrong. Stanley took the door on his left to go back.
And another good thing about
straight ahead to the opposite door.
DoorDash is, you know, things like DoorDash and Uber Eats and stuff like that. It doesn't need to be you that does it. You can maybe do like one order and then wait a week and
I knew you'd
keep going, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
What the hell's this place?
We've come together here because we care about you very much. It's
I
this
don't care.
bucket you're carrying around everywhere.
Fair enough.
The bucket isn't even from the original Stanley Parable. It's just sequel content. We're the ones that matter, Stanley. Classic characters from the first game, like the Adventure Line and the Broom Closet. Because that's what fans want from a sequel. They want more of their favorite jokes, not this bucket that they've never seen.
Bucket!
I know I'm the one who gave you the bucket, but you're spending too much time with it.
There's a new ending to the Stanley Parable where you get to play the Stanley Parable 2. And it's just the first game, except it adds minor details. And one of them's a bucket.
And later on there's a confrontation. He gets obsessed with the bucket.
Whee! Look at that wacky line. Who knows where it'll go off to next? Oh, and it played some silly music as well.
La 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 ba ba da ba da ba da 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 da.
Now this is what the Stanley Parable is all about. Don't you remember all those great jokes from the original?
Why am I
addicted to drugs and hookers? Yes, it's as classic now as it was back then. Let's do it for the fans, Stanley. Let's give them more content exactly like this. But if we want to do that, you're going to have to give something up.
I'm not giving up my bucket. Screw you.
Don't you get it, Stanley? We need to get rid of the bucket. That's why I'm very proud to introduce a brand new character. This is the Bucket Destroyer.
Screw you, Destroyer.
I think it'll make a wonderful new addition to the rich lore of the Stanley Parable. True, it also was not in the original game, but it's such a well-fleshed-out character with so much personality that to me it already feels as though it's been part of the cast all along. Don't you agree? Can you guess what the Bucket Destroyer does? Surely you don't need me to spell it out for you. Go ahead now, Stanley. Say goodbye to the bucket, and then pop it into the machine when you're ready.
Fuck you, guy.
It's crucial that you give it the bucket. I don't know what the Bucket Destroyer will do if it can't destroy your bucket. Destroying buckets is all it knows. That is its singular personality trait. Sure, I can hear you saying, how does a character with only one personality trait deserve to join the pantheon of beloved Stanley Parable characters? Well, you see, if you were to really explore the Bucket Destroyer, you would see that its desire to crush buckets is so densely loaded with complexity and nuance that it's really like 10 personality traits. What other object in this game can you even say that about? The Broom Closet? Certainly not. I wonder what sort of Bucket Destroyer merchandise the fans will be clamoring for after this. Okay, the bucket destroyer is getting very upset now. You'll have to hurry and feed it. We can't get back to the classic Stanley Parable characters like the Adventure Line or the bucket destroyer until you crush that damn bucket. Quickly now, the fans are waiting. Do it, the fans, Stanley. Give the fans what they want. Hurry and...
Oh yeah! Woo! Oh!
Bucket destroyer, my prized creation. You had so much potential. We were going to do such marvelous things with you. Tell such...
Hello.
Willy Weegies, the Willy Weegies, the Willy Weegies.
New friend.
Darth Vader versus Adolf Hitler, epic grab battles of history.
I bet Darth Vader would lose.
Well, I managed to blow up the bucket destroyer.
I bet you're Ahmed Hamza. I bet you had gay sex with Ahmed.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
Lady Gaga versus Sarah Palin, epic rap battles of history.
Ahmed Hamza versus
Labour's on track to win at this stage.
Stanley and the
bucket on track to what,
to the boss's office.
If you look at Labour versus Liberal at the moment, Labour's on track to win.
Another miniature Stanley.
Yeah! Ooh! Yay, Labour! Fuck you, Liberal.
I bet that won't matter by the next election after that.
Yes.
Well, I don't know how that'll go. Like, if it's one term for them and then Liberal gets in power, I don't know. But the other thing is you have to take into consideration is the fact that there seems to be a lot more people who are centrist rather than left wing, and I guess Labour's a better option in that aspect.
His boss would think he was crazy.
I bet.
Something occurred to Stanley. Maybe
this is the end of the Labour Party.
I am crazy.
I bet this is the end of the Ahmed Hamza Party.
As the world as we know it. But I feel fine.
Can you imagine how shitty they all get?
A source of guidance and wisdom for me in difficult times such as these.
Like
who?
ABC Australia, fucking Sky News, fucking what's that third one that's also ran by a Liberal voter or whatever?
SBS?
I think it's SBS, yeah.
I'm a bucket!
Basically everyone that covers the news and loves sucking Liberal cock.
Now he noticed that the rooms were repeating, which was, of course...
Well, look, to be honest, I think everyone's becoming centre rather than centre-right, and I do think that's going to affect the Liberal Party. If you look at your state and a few others...
Oh yeah, we've had bloody what's his name?
Hang on, I've got something coming in, I'll be right back.
Alright.
None of them were his. None of them were his
Bucket.
He had to find the bucket. He had to return to his old friend. It was the only way to truly restore his sanity. And then suddenly, he froze dead in his tracks. He knew where the voice of the bucket had been coming from. The real bucket was inside of him all along. It was incredibly painful. Stanley doubled over in agony and blacked out. This is the story of a woman named Mariella.
In the butt.
Mariella woke up on a day like any other. She arose, got dressed, picked up her bucket of comfort and security, and walked to her place of work. But on this by the body of a man who had stumbled through town, talking and screaming to himself.
I went for that where you go down the stairs with the bucket.
This man had no bucket. Of course he'd gone mad, ranting and raving about a narrator describing all of his actions and how everything is predetermined. And
how he's been going. The bucket was inside of him all along.
Have been prevented if only he'd taken his bucket with him.
If he only took his bucket with him. Okay.
But of course, she had no time for this. There were a myriad of confusing problems she would soon have to confront at work, for which her bucket would provide absolute guidance and total clarity on everything. Heck yes, she thought to herself, my life kicks ass. And she backflipped all the way to work. All of his co-workers were... Wait, no. This isn't the right office, is it? Is this Stanley's office? Where are we going today? The bucket asked. Stanley just smiled. Anywhere they went together...
Genghis Khan versus the Easter Bunny.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
Stan? Oh. Have you seen old Stanley boy?
Stanley and the bucket walked upstairs to the boss's office.
Haven't even found that closet yet.
Huh?
The broom, I haven't found the broom closet yet. Executive suite.
Okay, I'm going back
Whoa.
to the name of these little Stanley figurines, and now I'm torn between Stanlerines and Figlies. What do you think?
Stanley or regular.
A small number in the corner of your screen go up by 1. Let me sit on it. I'm sure it will come to me.
Damn.
Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Crushed by the weight of this revelation, Stanley may have broken down into an emotional dumpster fire, if not for
the office is different.
Even now, in his darkest of hours, did the bucket's warmth and guiding light pierce the dark clouds of confusion and chaos. It would be with him always. The bucket would. And he knew it. The two of them were inseparable. At this point, Stanley was so absorbed in the tender spiritual connection he shared with the bucket that he didn't notice the keypad behind the boss's desk. Nor in his bliss of simply being near the bucket did he have any notion that the PIN number for the keypad was 2845. But Stanley guessed the correct code by sheer luck. Was it that the bucket knew all along? Was the bucket guiding him? Yes, this is certainly the most logical explanation.
Bucket, who's got the bucket?
Close now, Stanley. You've nearly gotten all of the Figler and Marines. Very soon, you'll collect the last one, and then the first number will equal the second number, and that will be it. We'll be different people by then. Different in the sense that we used to have none of them. And now...
What's the deal with these figurines? What's the deal? It's funny, I thought there was a scratch on my screen, but it's actually the line of the bucket.
Come back.
Bucket, bucket. Bob with the bucket, put the balls in my. With the bucket, put the ball in my.
The elevator raced downward, plummeting towards an unknown fate.
This time
it would be all Stanley
for
could do
Bucket
A.
A.
Soothing him, comforting him, reassuring
Bucket
him that in
Simulator.
this moment of uncertainty, he would be all right. The bucket is here for you, Stanley. Everything will be fine. Stanley and the bucket walked straight ahead through the large door that read, Mind Control Facility. Although this passageway had the word escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley and the bucket would both meet a violent death.
Elvis Presley versus Michael Jackson.
The door behind them was not shut. Stanley and the bucket still had every opportunity to turn around and get back on track. At this point, Stanley and the bucket were knowingly walking forward into a very painful death for each of them.
Steve Jobs versus Bill Gates.
Bill Cakes. Bill, where's my cake? The Cake Boss versus Bob the Builder.
Will.
What?
Instead of Bill Gates, it's Bill Bates.
Am I the only one that used to watch Epic Rap Battles of History?
I used to watch them.
What about you, Ryan?
I like it out.
Stanley and the bucket thought better of it and realized they simply had too much to live for.
What about... Oh, okay.
Wait, Stanley said to the bucket. Can we go back up? When I was pressing those keypads, there was something very intriguing about the number 3. I want to go back so I can...
Hello.
Ah, a fire now.
Where's Wesson?
Snickers are removing the dick V.
Probably overeating.
Tell me he got like...
Here we are, said Stanley. Now I'm going to try out that number 3 button. He took
in an hour and a half,
began absolutely slamming on the number 3 over and over and over.
Close to 200 anyway.
What, through overeating?
Well, he said, the number 3 is such a special button. I'm having the time of my...
I suggested it to Ryan, but Ryan thinks it's not a good idea because he's constant blinking.
To the keypad, where he began eagerly pressing the number 3 again and again.
You know, when he starts like rapidly blinking for no reason. He said he'd prefer a job where he doesn't drive around. Oh, it was an army. Oh, fuck off. Funko are doing fucking NFTs. Are you fucking kidding me?
Ah.
Why? They actually running out of money.
GTA Online.
They're actual pops. Wait, I'm confused. Are they pops or are they cards of pops?
Perhaps
1 second.
Perhaps it had not seen how much joy Stanley got from slamming the number 3 repeatedly.
Oh, the end of the road is near. Zabble.
Stanley and the bucket walked straight ahead through the large door. Mind control facility.
Oh.
GTA Online.
I'm playing Stanley Parable.
Room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley and the bucket both wondered to themselves.
Is now a plumber. He'll fix your pipes when there's a spring a leak.
And Stanley nearly dropped the bucket in everyone in the office was being
Billie Jean is now a plumber. He'll fix your pipes when high. Billie Jean is now a plumber. He'll fix your pipes when there's a spring a leak.
Was the bucket under the mind control facility's influence as well? Had the bucket been told to do things it didn't wish to do? What kinds of things does a bucket want to do or not want to do?
Fucking...
Yeah.
In Doctor Strange 2, Professor X is showing up.
Never.
And he's got the classic yellow chair. Yellow hover chair.
Do you have a chair? Can I take a seat? Okay.
But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy, or sad, or content. Walking, eating, working, all of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he and the bucket would dismantle the controls.
So Weston is doing Uber, or what is he doing?
Up against the world.
He's doing like Uber Eats or DoorDash or one of those things. I think it's DoorDash.
About taking down the system.
So because he lost his job?
Yeah.
But at the last second, the bucket jumped in and pressed the button to turn on the controls. Stanley gasped in horror. Had this been the bucket's plan all along? To take over the machine and claim the power for itself? How could the bucket have betrayed him like this? Stanley was prepared to throw the bucket away in disgust when suddenly an image...
Then how do you concentrate on, say...
Seagulls!
Silly birds.
Bloody gulls.
The control buttons became active again.
I know, it happens when he plays games as well. It happens when he like... It happens like every time.
Stanley flipped through one video of silly birds after another. And then
birds!
This wasn't a mind control facility at all.
I mean, if you're just driving by yourself,
and
like...
surveilling silly birds all over the world.
Do you have trouble concentrating on the road, or
to disguise
what
its
is
true
it?
intentions? Had the bucket known this all along? Stanley marveled at the metal genius in his hands.
I mean, it might
one
not be an
who
issue,
had pointed
never...
towards this
I don't know.
incredible discovery. Stanley and the bucket never found freedom because they spent the rest of their lives here in this place, flipping through live streams of the silliest
You can
birds
play a
imaginable.
flat pack fucking
Of all
TARDIS.
the possible paths his life could have taken, this one was surely the best.
Picture of birds!
One coconut.
You put the lime in the coconut and drink them all up.
Oh, fuck.
The plane.
He was sure of it. If he checked
Stanley
over his
Geordies
shoulder
isn't
now,
perfect,
he
I
would
guess,
surely
yeah.
catch them. It was only a matter of time.
Sure.
Shock a la maxer direction.
He's doing his live show.
A committed bucket. A bucket of culture and
Yes.
Magnet House is still available.
and entered the door on his left.
I have no idea what that
Still
is.
available. Rosemount Hotel only at 5:30.
You got the hiccups.
Yeah, I do.
To a staircase, Stanley and the
Hiccup out of here. I'm joking.
Oh yeah, Nick. I can imagine Sky News.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again
Is the
stunned
Labour
to
Party
discover
winning?
not an indication of any human life.
We warned you guys. We tried to warn
Stanley may have
you.
broken down into an
Everyone
emotional
tried to
dumpster
warn
fire, if
you.
not for the soothing presence of the bucket. Even now, in his darkest of hours, did the bucket's warmth and guiding light pierce the dark clouds of confusion and chaos. It would be with him, but Stanley guessed the correct code by sheer luck.
What happened?
Yes.
Hey, Nick, you know that Aussie Boomers thing you're in?
Yeah.
This one guy put up, here's a lovely shot today of my granddaughter Amber running the local marathon. She said she'd slipped in the muddy puddle, but she's okay. Mike Oxlong emailed it to me from my BlackBerry. And it's a picture of this person running, and they photoshopped Amber Heard's head on it. And their their fucking running shorts are just completely covered in shit.
I wish they remastered Hit and Run.
Yeah, I agree. That game's a classic.
And the other one. What's the other one? The taxi one. Bob was just a little man.
Little man. Walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
We use Wignall.
The truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley and the bucket would both meet a violent death.
Bucket.
Stanley and the bucket still had every opportunity to turn around and get back on track.
What?
At this point, Stanley and the bucket were knowingly walking forward into a very painful death for each of them.
Wait, what?
Painful death, eh?
Hello, is way Ozube.
As the machine whirred into motion and Stanley and the bucket inched closer to their demise, Stanley reflected on how meaningless the bucket's warmth and comfort had turned out to be. To be sure, it puts the mind and the soul at ease to embrace the bucket, but what use is a sense of ease when you're about to be crushed to death? This is what Stanley thought to himself, and he sort of kicked himself for wasting so much time carrying a bucket everywhere. Farewell, Stanley.
Farewell, Stanley, cried the narrator, as Stanley and the bucket were led helplessly into the enormous metal jaws. In a single visceral instant, came to an end, as it was crushed violently to death. It was a shame, the death of such a magnificent bucket. It's true that all buckets
death of a magnificent bucket.
This one stood above the rest. It was a glorious bucket to behold.
The bucket. Grand exhibition. The bucket.
Can you see how important it was for Stanley to take a bucket like this and to claim it for his own? Can you see the hubris that blinded him? Can you see that the bucket is far more noble than Stanley will ever be in his short life?
Hey, Nick.
What's up?
Whenever I look at a Murdoch-owned piece of media, I always notice this one person who always tries to talk like Tucker Carlson.
Who?
Well, for Sky News' example, bloody
Paul Murray.
Hot
Yeah, he
he
tries to talk a lot like
bucket, and certainly not a bucket
Tucker
as
Carlson.
dazzling to behold as this one.
And
It is
then
man
I think
who
there's
should kneel before
one.
the bucket.
I think there's one owned in the UK, also by the Murdoch. You know, also by my boy Murdoch.
Put hot tiki.
There is something
Who Piers Morgan?
Something we can do together, you and
No, I don't think it's
that will
Piers
right
Morgan.
this terrible wrong. Let's Stanley down.
Oh look, Piers Morgan is a fucking idiot though.
Don't
Oh yeah.
Don't give him another opportunity to run off with another beautiful bucket. We can save the world's buckets from their treatment as
I
tools and
am
implements if
Piers
only we let
Morgan.
Stanley die together. The bucket shall take its place as ruler, as leader, as commander of a new world, a new vision.
Ho tiki. Squidward's Tiki Land.
All of his co-workers were... Wait, no. This isn't...
So Weston's doing what tonight?
DoorDash?
You're looking used to finding something good to do.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Where's the broom closet, by the way?
My mic was muted. Sorry.
Go. You know when you go up to the 2 open doors, Will?
Yeah.
So is there any progress in you getting a PS5, Ryan?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good.
How's that going? You still doing the weight loss thing?
Yeah, still doing the fasting.
How's that gone for you now? Have you gotten
Well, because of Easter, it's been delayed.
Have you gotten below 100 at all? Because you said you were like over 100 something, right? Am I right about that, or am I wrong about that?
Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here, so he turned around and got back on track.
Last time we were talking about like the weight loss thing, you said you were like 100 something, right?
There was nothing here. No choice to make, no path to follow, just an empty broom closet.
Has it gotten lower than that, or?
Yeah.
What are you at now? Do you know? Like off the top of your head?
It was baffling
I
that
don't
Stanley was still
know.
just
I
sitting in the
bet.
broom
I
closet.
really hope
He wasn't
it's
even doing
changed.
anything. At least if there was something to interact with, he'd be justified
This
in some
Sunday.
way. As it
when
is, he's literally just standing there doing sweet
tomorrow
buffet.
night, I'll be doing my weighing. I hope it changed.
Are you really still in the broom
We do.
Standing around doing nothing?
I recommend going on.
Please offer me some explanation here. I'm genuinely confused.
Like just like walks and shit as well.
I've been doing the treadmill.
I'm losing a little bit of weight. That's because I'm trying to fit in my costume for Supernova.
If I'd said Stanley walked past the broom closet,
Yeah, but they've been doing like walks or whatnot.
Yeah, I've been doing walks.
I've been going to bounce.
this closet is
That
of
count?
absolutely no significance to the story whatsoever.
I mean, if you're getting exercise there, I guess.
I'm in the closet now.
Maybe when you go talk about this with your friend, you'll say, "Oh, did you?"
Oh yeah, do you tell Rome what we found on...
Broom closet ending was my favourite.
We went on Rec Room and we found like a whole bunch of fucked up shit.
Yeah, but never say it to Weston. because he'll just go on about
Stanley
it.
was fat and ugly
Oh,
and
you
really,
would
really
lose
stupid.
bleed, yeah.
He probably only got the job because of a family connection.
A report. Yeah.
Also, Stanley is addicted to drugs and hookers. Well, I've come to a very definite conclusion.
What? I've been live. Oh, I'm live 3 hours.
You got to this broom closet, explored it.
Oh, the Willy Woogies, the Willy Woogies.
Nothing here. When a physical malady of some sort shut down your central nervous system and you collapsed in front of your screen. Well, in a situation like this, the responsible thing is to alert someone nearby so as to ensure that your body is taken care of before it begins.
I bet you're gay.
Sounds like a... I'll be right back.
They have fallen prey to any
Oh, this is funny.
It's indicative of the long-term.
I'm in the closet in the game. You know, the broom closet.
To take their place, making sure they understand basic.
I bet you're Harry Potter.
No, this is just a regular broom closet.
In video gaming, so that the irony and insightful commentary of this game is not lost on them. All right, when you've done that, just step out into the hallway.
Isn't there an achievement for staying in the broom closet? Wood?
I wouldn't have a clue, Willie.
Wood. Okay, I'm playing Stanley Parable.
Guys.
Yeah.
Lessons at Trader, or going to Trader's tonight.
And?
That's it.
GTA.
Rehashed, unenhanced, unremastered. Now 90s graphics. No 90s graphics. Imagine if they did that as a joke, Ryan.
What game?
Grand Theft Auto, if they decided to do a joke, list Grand Theft Auto 5 again, but make the graphics 90s graphics. It's like it just gets worse and worse till it's 8-bit.
Second. You too? Unbelievable. I'm at the mercy of an entire species of invalids. Perhaps there's a monkey nearby you can hand the controls to. A fish? Fungus? Look, you can hammer out the details. I'm not particularly picky. I'll just be waiting for when you're ready to pick up the story again.
Last bullet that took out a chopper.
I'm back.
How long are you gonna stay in the closet?
Have you heard the narrator talking?
He stopped talking. Yep, I heard him. He stopped talking.
Now I've got a question. Do you have the bucket or do you not have the bucket?
I forgot the bucket.
Alright, walk out and then immediately walk back in.
I forgot the bucket. I might as well go back to the beginning then.
No, the bucket doesn't matter. The bucket doesn't matter. You can go back to that next time you respawn.
Hello.
Nope, nothing happens now. The narrator stopped ages ago.
I bet Weston is going to lose money by doing DoorDash.
How so?
Petrol.
I bet he'll say you're jealous. He's got a job doing DoorDash.
Here's your food. Why is that weird?
Where's gas now?
Petrol or gas?
Petrol, gas, Ahmed Hamzi,
Thick girl, Ahmed.
Nicola Hamzi.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
I gave up with the thingy because I'd done it like a couple of times already. Guessing nothing else happens because I remember before you fall asleep in the cupboard.
I bet you're Ahmed Hamza.
I bet your name's Ouija's.
What you mean is Professor Federal?
Oh, the Ouija's would do. The Ouija's would do.
Not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered Stanley was in such a rush to get through the story
Professor Ouija's would do.
He didn't even have a single minute to just let the narrator talk. That anxiety isn't healthy. So he
GTA.
With some calming new age
In 8-bit. But just guess what?
Prank where he keeps making his head fall on a mobile.
Feeling soothed and rejuvenated, Stanley calmly walked forward into the opened passageway.
Passages? Haven't got any more achievements yet.
I recommend doing trophy tutorials.
Is the Stanley Parable any good though?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It's funny.
Through the large door that read Mind Control.
Some of the trophies are fucking impossible though. You wanna know the 2 trophies I'm stuck on?
The Ahmed Hamzi trilogy?
No. One of them you don't have to touch the game for 10 years.
Oh yeah, one of them you have to try not to touch the game for 10 years. Somehow 13% of players have already got the trophy though.
How old is the game?
Oh, I know what they did. They probably just changed. They probably just changed the date in the game. They'd probably just change the date from.
I doubt that. Anyway. What was I gonna say?
Now the monitors jumped to life. Their true names each bore the number of an employee.
The original game came out in like
2013, wasn't it?
Oh yeah, 2013.
One of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
Because I swear in the original version you could jump on the desks. In the PC version. Because you could, I remember doing it. I remember. Oh, you remember? I remember.
Oh, I remember turning on the edge.
Oh. I will.
Yeah.
All I did was change the fucking date on my console and it gave me the trophy.
I should do that. Go into settings.
You need to prove. Oh, literally all you need to do is set your console's date to like some point after 10 years.
It's kind of silly though, isn't it?
Well, that's the whole point. The game is meant to be silly.
I bet you're triggered when you don't tell me.
I bet you're triggered. My name's Carl.
No.
No.
Where's the date? Yeah, I found it.
Oh, hooray! Okay, I set the year to like 2057 and I get a trophy.
I bet you're not going to be alive in 2057. I bet Ryan will be 108.
No treatment for me. I must have done it.
No, you have to actually go. No, you have to actually like start the game from the beginning. Like you have to like close down the game and
Oh
start
yeah.
it up again.